Good evening. It is the final non-district ball game coming up for the Marble Falls Mustangs as they welcome the Devine War Horses to town. And thanks to Coach Sam Whitley joining me for the third straight game. And it's nice to be in the cozy confines of Mustang Stadium, isn't it, Coach?
Absolutely. But, you know, it didn't feel right, so I got on my truck and I drove up to Goldwaite and turned around and came back here just so I could feel like a 2-hour drive.
Yeah, there you go. Get this 2-hour drives in. At least we don't have to go to Stephenville this year or Brownwood, so that's nice. All right, Coach. So the Mustangs come in at 2-3, Devine at 1-4. Last week's ball game, the Mustangs they hung with a very tough Lavernia team that went to the state semis last year, and they hung with them and for a quarter and a half before they pulled away. But what do you hope to see from the Mustangs tonight, taking on Devine, the War Horses, who they're missing quite a few players, and the Mustangs would like to get one more win before the Burnett County Showdown next week?
Well, I think one of the things we've got to do tonight is we've got to have some explosive plays. We've got to get some 25-plus yard passes down the field. You know, past couple of games we've thrown the ball, but we haven't called the deep pass yet. We've had a lot of short passes. In fact, Dalton had one last week right at the line of scrimmage. It took about 40 yards down the field. But we've got to be able to back their defensive backs up, their safeties up, so that we can possibly open up the run game a little bit more. But we've got to get some of those deep, explosive pass plays tonight.
They've been close. Last week they were close to hitting some of those plays, just couldn't quite haul in the football. So I think Coach Timmerman looking for a difference in that tonight for the Mustangs. Meanwhile, defensively, what do you hope to see from Marble Falls?
Well, I was, again, the past couple of weeks I've been very happy watching them getting a lot of shirts around the ball. They're running to the ball very well. What seemed to hurt us last week was either the quarterback or the running back running it between the tackles and breaking free pretty quick. But the perimeter game, we've actually been covering that pretty well. We've got to make sure we cover the deep ball tonight to make sure that the War Horses don't get any explosive plays on us. So we've got to make sure we play deep. You know, last week we had a chance for an interception right there just before the half, and as you said, he got mossed. And we've got to make that play. You know, we've got to keep them in check and in front of us.
And Devine, they run a hodgepodge of stuff. They just don't stick to one thing. Sometimes they'll keep everything in and run a slot T, or they'll spread it out. So they're all over the place. They're variable, I guess you can say.
Well, you know, the good thing is we've played Gerald. You know, Gerald's they're a slot team, slot T team as well, and so we've been able to see that. And, of course, everybody seems to run all the one-back stuff, so that's something you're going to see in practice every day, so that should be easy enough to line up to. But that slot T, when you know how to run it and run it correctly, it's good. I'm not going to say you run it legally, because a lot of times it's still in motion when they snap the ball like Liberty Hill does. If you're a Liberty Hill fan, hey, that's just life. You got 11 people moving at the same time, and everyone stops for a full second. But if you can line up against the slot T, and they don't snap the ball too quick, you can actually play it. And, again, we've seen it before with Gerald, so we should be able to line up.
All right, so the Mustangs are going to be in their home blacks with the purple numerals and the yellow trim, and then their gold helmets with the running Mustang on the side of the helmet. Meanwhile, you've got Devine, the War Horses. I just love that nickname for a team, the War Horses. They're in their white with the brown numerals and the brown helmets. So they make the 2+ hour trip here to Marble Falls this evening. Marble Falls went there last year, and it's probably about 50 miles south of San Antonio. So it was a good drive down there last week, and so they had to do it this year, make the long drive.
You know, those long trips can take a little bit of something out of you. You've got to make sure that you kind of get the kids' mind correctly. Obviously, you got to feed them. I'm not sure where they ate at tonight, by no means, but I'm pretty sure they probably ate about 5 o'clock somewhere. That's a song, too, I think. But those long trips, that can kind of take the wind out of you a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely can. And 2 hours on a bus. But I asked the Burnett coach this week because they were making a long trip to San Angelo, Coach Spear, and I said, those bus trips, how does that affect you? And he said he actually likes it because it gives him 2 hours to get his mind right and just sit there in peace and quiet.
Yeah, it's different from a coach, from a player, though.
That's true.
There. For a coach,
true.
You know, when you're a coach, you can sit there and play a lot of little plays in your mind and have a lot of little scenarios that you can go ahead and play in your mind that you've practiced on during the week. But But for a player,
When
you
you're
know,
16, 17 years old, yes.
no telling what they're thinking about.
Oh, we're about to see the Mustangs and Devine kick off here in about 25 minutes. We're just getting started this evening in Marble Falls. Thank you so much for joining us. And again, Coach Whitley, thank you for joining us in the booth. I know you're probably happy to be here for a home game.
Absolutely. You know, normally I'm sitting out there in the heat a little bit. I like being up here. I like being this high. I actually like seeing
cozy
the
AC. Yeah, you can see it high.
Exactly.
Although we had a pretty good view last week on top of the press box, didn't we?
Yeah, on top of that OSHA press box that we had.
1970s style press box.
But it was nice. It really was. The weather was nice last week. Ford started getting a little bit of fall weather, but it left us real quick.
It did.
So
I want to thank our sponsors here this evening. First United Bank, Hill Country Collision, Lakeshore Church IBC Bank, as well as Ewald Kubota, your sponsors of Mustangs football here this evening. And going to take a break. When we come back, we'll hear from Marble Falls head football coach Kerry Timmerman. He'll take a look back at last week's game against Lavernia, and then he'll look ahead to tonight's matchup against Devine. That's on the way after this on KBEY 103.9. Ben Shields and Sam Whitley with you at Mustang Stadium, and we're about 15 minutes away from kickoff between the Mustangs and the War Horses. And so you got Mustangs versus War Horses, and Coach Whitley. We just watched a lot of slot T in the warm-ups. Do you think they'll try to do the slot T offense tonight more?
Well, based on what we did last week in the second half, where Lavernia came out and just ran the ball between the tackles for the most part, if I were the opposing coach, yes, I would see if we could actually stop the run between the tackles. That's what I noticed myself when they were down here running their few plays. Everything they ran without the slot T, even a few play-action passes. So they actually had a big offensive line, it looked like. So we're going to find out if we can stand up to that tonight. But yes, that's what I'm kind of expecting now. A lot of slot T, a lot of run between the tackles first.
Well, last year's ball game was a barn burner, and Devine won that in the last seconds. I think they scored a touchdown with about 45 seconds to go, and the War Horses won that ball game 28-27, and the Mustangs hoping to return the favor this year. Meanwhile, again, Marble Falls at 3-2 on the season, or 2-3. Sorry, you got that flip-flop. 2-3 on the season. Here's what they've looked like so far for the Mustangs. Kicked it off with a win, 48-0 against Austin Crockett. Lost to a very good Gerald team, 41-7. Lost to the Yellow Jackets, 50-18. And then the Mustangs go on the road to San Antonio and shut out Brackenridge, 59-0. And then they faced a very good Lavernia team and lost 63-21, lost to the Bears last week. Meanwhile, Devine, they come in at 1-3 or 1-4 on the season. The Devine War Horses started the season off with a win against San Antonio Randolph, 28-26. We're in a barn burner with Jordanton, lost that ball game 50-47. Lost to Natalia, 27-24. Hondo put up 60 points on them, 63-27. And then they lost last week to, looks like San Antonio Christian High School, 41-28. So that's the season for Devine so far. That's where they stand 1-4.
Well, it sounds like they're able to put some points up on the board.
Yes.
They may not be able to stop anybody. Hopefully that's the same thing tonight. Hope the defense can't stop us. But we were noticing earlier about the fan support by, which again, that's a 2.5-hour drive. If you have a 1-4 team, you may want to decide to stay home and do something else, go watch somebody else play tonight. But I hope our fans start showing up here. I know it's still a little bit early. Hopefully y'all will come on at the parking lot and join the crowd here. It should be a good game tonight. I'm expecting a good game tonight.
Yeah, you can see cars starting to pull in on the Devine because we can see the visiting parking lot just beyond your tennis courts.
Yeah, it's looking at beautiful tennis courts out there, man.
How did your season, not your season, how did this week look for y'all tennis-wise?
Well, actually the district season's over with. We're now going into the playoffs. We played Burnett this past Tuesday. We won 17-2. And that finalized our second place ranking in our district. Academy got first place, and we start our playoffs Monday. We actually travel to Fredericksburg. We're going to be playing San Antonio Davenport at Fredericksburg Monday morning at 9 a.m. If anybody would like to come out and support your Mustangs on the tennis courts, please do so. And we're actually, we have a great facility here in tennis courts. We actually have a playoff match being played here Monday morning at 11 o'clock. It's going to be Wimberley versus Salado, which was our fourth place team in our district. And then turn around on Tuesday afternoon, we have another playoff match here, which is Academy versus Ton Ingram High School, and that's going to be played in the afternoon starting at 4 o'clock. So our tennis courts, again, our administration here, our district, have done a great job of giving us good facilities, and people want to come here and play. They want to come here and have a good facility to play in, and we're open to helping those schools out.
All right, so thanks to Coach Whitley for giving us an update on his tennis team. Another big matchup going on right now is a big volleyball matchup here, Max Copeland Gym, and it's Marble Falls versus Burnett. So, like in your tennis, that's always a big deal, but when they meet on the volleyball court, that's a big deal too.
It is, and right now, I got an update. Our volleyball team lost the first 2 sets, and they're in the 3rd set right now. Of course, in volleyball, they play the best out of 5, and so hopefully we can pull this thing around pretty quick and get back on the scoreboard. It's actually our pink out game tonight in the volleyball. And, of course, we're all playing the Burnett Bulldogs from up the road there.
You can see the cheerleaders, they're pinked out too. They got pink Mustangs and all that.
Yeah, we have I don't know if the football game is actually the pink out now. No, I don't know why the Trillies are dressed in pink for unless they're helping the volleyball team. This is actually red out night tonight.
Yeah, I see them wearing a red, so it's the Max Copeland night.
Exactly.
The red chair.
Exactly. They were giving out towels as you come in the entrance here. Small little hand towels that you wave in the air and cheer your team on tonight. But yes, it's the Max Copeland red out night tonight for the football team.
Of course, Max Copeland was a longtime pastor at the First Baptist Church of Marble Falls and was such a big Mustangs fan. Of course, the gymnasium named after him, and he's got a red chair there, has a red chair here. I think it was under Coach Birdwell 2 coaches ago wanted to honor him. And so they did the Max Copeland night. And so they do that once a year now, the red out night.
You know, we actually have several people in this community who come out and support. And I wish I knew Glenn's last name. But we have a gentleman that comes to all of our tennis matches. His name is Glenn. He comes out and sits. He'll go from the tennis up to the volleyball. He'll watch all their matches. He'll be out here at the tennis. He'll be out at the football game night. Normally stands down there by the gate where the administrators are at the goal line on the right-hand side of the stadium here. But he's a big supporter. And again, I have never met Max Copeland. I've only been there a few years myself, but I've heard a lot about him. But it's nice to have people in the community that just, unrelentlessly are going to come out and support you, good, bad, or indifferent. And it's nice to celebrate those people because it's something special when those people come out and support you.
It is. All right, so let's get a check-in on the weather with Marble Falls High School senior Jackson Heath. All right. Less than 10 minutes away from the kickoff between the Mustangs and the War Horses in Marble Falls. And about to have Devine go through their run-through. Mustangs about to come through theirs. Got the flags and everything, so we're getting much closer to the both teams being out here on the turf.
Just got word, unfortunately, the volleyball team lost to Burnett tonight in 3 sets, 0-3. We are right now in 4th place in the volleyball standings, and of course, I think we've just finished the first cycle, and going back to play everybody else a second time around, starting with tonight, I believe it was.
Oh, so they're halfway through, so they
Correct.
still okay.
Yep.
All right, so hopefully they get that 4th spot for the playoffs. All right, so the Mustangs about to make their way out onto the field here through the Mustang on the south side of the field here. And about to have Devine come through as well, both teams. Game number 6. Here come the Mustangs. Standing ovation from the crowd as the LED lights go off and on here at Mustang Stadium. And the Mustangs again, they're black with the purple numerals. They got the black pants and their gold helmets. Here comes Devine as well.
Noticing the run-through has the Arabians and War Horses.
Yes. Maybe the Arabians, that's the name of the women's team, maybe.
That could
Would
be
be my
it.
guess.
That's a good.
Because I saw that when they set it up, and I was thinking that was probably what it was.
Yep. That's logical to me.
He can tell me if I'm wrong or not, but that was my guess.
The Arabian War Horses.
Yeah. All right, so they pull both blow-ups away, and the Mustangs getting the prayer in on the north end zone here at Mustang Stadium.
having served as communication officer.
Again, I want to thank our sponsors this evening. First United Bank, Hill Country Collision, IBC Bank, Lakeshore Church, Ewald Kubota. I like how they do this every home game. They honor a veteran here at Mustang Stadium.
Coach at Bandera High School for 2 years.
Who is that? That looks like Coach Beef out there.
Is that who that is?
That's who it looks like. My eyes on the best. That's why I stopped officiating, because I couldn't really see a whole lot. At least that's what the fans always say to me. So, but that looks like Coach Beef out there. He was, I knew he was in the Air Force, and he has some, unfortunately, has some bad war stories, to be honest with you. He's told the kids a couple of things. But good guy. He's a giant, but he is gentle. He is nice to the kids. When I say nice to the kids, he treats the kids good. He pushes them.
All right, so the Mustangs about to get their captains out there.
And sings in the choir.
4 captains: Crawford Maddox, Doug Timmerman,
Let's give a big round of thanks and applause to
Raul Moran,
Atkinson for his service to the country.
and Joaquin Aguilar. Looks like they're going to do the national anthem first. Let me double check it, because the way the players took their helmets off, I think they're going to go ahead and do the national anthem. Cool. It's not always the same. They change it up on us here.
They do that sometimes. Sometimes fly by the seat of your pants.
All right, so they're going to go ahead and do the national anthem. We'll go back to the studio, do our national anthem here on KBEY. All right, so the captains meet at midfield, and it looks like the Mustangs win the toss. And they have elected to receive. So the Mustangs will get the ball first. So the captains shake hands. And Mustangs will get the offense going here this evening against Devine, the final non-district ball game of the year. Got the Big Burna matchup next week, which is a very, very big, not only a rivalry ball game, but a big game for the playoffs as well.
It is the first district game, and again, in our very small district, if you win one ball game, there's a good chance you're going to be into playoffs. You know, weird things can happen with the scores and stuff like that. So yes, it's going to be a very big game next Friday, but right now we're going to have to take care of this business. We elect to receive. We elect to receive against Brackenridge when we play them, and I guess Coach Timmerman and probably feel the same, that we could probably score some points on them, so we want to start early.
All right, so it's going to be the Mustangs. They'll be working right to left, and Devine's going to tee it up at the 40-yard line this evening. And here come the Mustangs. See what they can generate offensively. We saw them, in fact, they were sustaining drives last week against Lavernia. Sergio De Leon is the kicker. He's got it teed up at the 40.
Looks like we still have, Diego back in.
Diego's back to the far left.
And is that CJ in the middle there, looks like?
I believe so, yes.
C.J. Alexander.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, CJ Alexander's the deep man at the 9-yard line for the Mustangs. And here we go. Getting ready for the Mustangs and the War Horses here on October 3rd. There's the ball in the air.
Short.
Returnable at the 22 by Alexander. Takes it on the bounce, cuts to his right. Still up and still dragging a defender to his right at the 28-yard line. So it took them a while to get CJ down. CJ return of about 8 yards there.
Yeah, that ball took a good hop for us. Landed about 4 yards in front of CJ, bounced straight up in the air. Great hop for, well, it's a good sign for the first play anyway.
Ball's just shy of the 28. Going to be going on the right hash here, right to left for the Mustangs. Crawford Maddox back out there as the starter. After missing a couple games, got the start last week, and I thought he looked good for the most part.
I did too. I thought he threw the ball well last week. Again, he made a couple of bad decisions. It's like we're short a player out there already.
Joaquin is the running back to the right. One receiver to the left, one to the right. On first down and 10. Play clock down to 2.
Yep.
Gets a snap off just in time. There goes Joaquin up the middle. And he'll find the 30-yard line, a couple yards. So second down and 8.
Yeah, we snapped the ball with 10 players on the field, which is absolutely fine. You can snap the ball with, as long as you got 5 offensive linemen, you can snap the ball anytime.
Yeah. As long as there's enough linemen, there's not
That's it.
12 players on the field.
Exactly.
2 backs in the backfield, Doak Timmerman along with Joaquin Aguilar, who's in the motion out of the backfield. Hand off to Doak up the middle. And Doak breaks a tackle, and he's going to be about a couple yards shot of the first down marker. He gets the 36, a 6-yard gain. Third down and 2. We haven't seen that formation much this year with 2 backs there.
That is a new wrinkle. I haven't seen Hakeem and or Doak in the backfield at the same time until that first play right there, which seems to be a good backfield.
Joaquin's going to be the lone running back with Maddox in the shotgun on third down and 2. 3 receivers set for the Mustangs. 10:50 and counting in this opening quarter. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Third down for the Mustangs. Puts Aguilar in motion to the right. Maddox calls his own number, has the first down, the 45 to 50. Breaks a tackle across the 45 to the 44 of Devine. And that's going to be a 20-yard run for Crawford Maddox.
That was a good play right there. It took Aguilar out of the backfield, moved the linebacker out, opened up a natural hole, and got Doak Walker back. Doak Walker, I said it too. Dag nab it all. You got me. You got me. You did it last week, and I can.
I tell you.
Doak Timmerman, he's in the backfield now with
Joaquin Aguilar. All right, so you've got Maddox in the shotgun. He'll give it to Doak up the middle. There's Doak. Nice tough run. Still going. That's Joaquin, excuse me. He's still going. Keeps his feet turning down to the 30, 14-yard gain. And that was tough running that time for Joaquin.
It was. He kept his legs moving, dragging some players along with him.
Caleb Byfeld checks in. He'll be a tight end. Looks like Doak's going to stay in as a running back. Yep, so it's going to be Doak and Aguilar. I like that look with two running backs in the backfield with Maddox in the shotgun.
I do too. Doak is a good running back. I mean, Aguilar, we know what he can do.
He's in motion, hands off to Timmerman up the middle. Again, Doak takes a couple defenders, just shy of the 25 to the 26. That's a 4-yard gain.
It is. If you keep up this schedule with events right here, you're not going to have a long third down play if you have a third down at all.
Yeah, they'll take those 4 or 5 yard runs any day of the week.
Every day.
Long behind the receiver to the left. Again, they'll go with the two backs in the backfield, Timmerman and Aguilar. Aguilar gets his number called, gets a block from Timmerman. Turns upfield, he's at the 20, has the first down, but a flag does come in.
Got some laundry on the
got
field.
Got the 19, got 7 yards, but I think it's going to be negated here because of
probably a
holding call.
Yep.
All right, so second down and 16 after that penalty. That's a big one.
It is, and that's the kind of thing you do not want to have at any time, but to take you from a third and short to a second and super long now. It doesn't force you to pass the ball by no means, but again, you've got to keep that option open.
So they'll mark it off and goes outside the 35 to the 36 for Marble Falls after the penalty.
Yeah, Byfield just came out and Atreyu went in as a slot back.
And Makachek's going to be to the left along with Longbine, the receivers to the left. We've got C.J. Alexander, the receiver to the right for Marble Falls. And Timmerman and Aguilar stay the running backs with Crawford Maddox on a second down and long. 9 minutes on the clock in the first. Ball back to Maddox, wants to throw, has a pocket, steps up, he can run, he is going to run the 30 at the 29 down to the 28-yard line. That's an 8-yard gain and a third down and 8 for the Mustangs.
That was actually good job by the quarterback right there. The pocket collapsed pretty quick on him, and so he took off running, got a
7-yard gain,
about 7 yards on that particular play.
So third down and 9 for the Mustangs. They sit down at the 29-yard line. Long by the receiver to the left, Alexander to the right. Again, the two backs, Aguilar and Timmerman, they've been in that pretty much the entire drive. Hand off, Timmerman, left side, does turn it up, Coach. And he's going to be a 2 or 3 yard shot. They give him the 23, so 3 yard shot of the marker, fourth down and 3. And I think the Mustangs going to go for it here.
Well, let's see if you got Doak on the field or not.
Brings up fourth down and
They're keeping Maddox out there, so fourth down and 3 at the 23. 3 receivers set. Aguilar's the running back now with Maddox in the shotgun. Under 8 to play in the first quarter. Mustangs just outside the red zone. Fourth down and 3. Aguilar in motion. Maddox again going to call his number. He's got the first down. 19-yard line, 4-yard gain. That's the exact same play they did a few plays ago where they put Aguilar in motion, opened up the middle of the field for Maddox, and he gets the first down.
Yeah, that worked twice in a row. I don't know if it's going to work 3 times now. They're going to figure that out a little bit.
At least they got the first down on that one.
Yes.
All right, so 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Aguilar is to the left of the QB. Maddox hands off Aguilar, looking for the corner, right side. Turns upfield, and he's going to get the 15. They'll give him the 14, so it's a 5-yard pickup. And it'll be second down and 5.
I'll tell you what, Devine is running the 3-4 defense, but they're bringing the outside linebackers on the line of scrimmage, so they're basically running a 5-2, so they're basically putting the box full of people going to dare us to throw the ball.
All right, so Doak comes back out. He'll be a running back with Aguilar and Maddox in the backfield. Makachek and Longbine, the receivers to the left. Alexander, the receiver to the right on second down and 5. As the Mustangs in the red zone, Maddox and the shotgun has the snap. And the give up the middle. That's Aguilar.
Making
the 5, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown Mustangs, 72-yard drive. And Aguilar goes 14 yards on that run up the middle, and then he just sort of showed some elusiveness as he finds the end zone, and that almost took 6 minutes off the clock there.
That is a good offensive series right there. That last run, Aguilar made a couple little shifty moves there to juke a couple players to get into the end zone, and definitely ball control. One penalty dropped us back a little bit. We're able to make up for that. But that was definitely, again, as I said earlier, our best defense tonight might be our offense.
And I think here comes the extra point try from Aguilar.
That's good.
It's good, so 7-0. 6:27 to go. He went back to pass once, didn't pass it, ran it, so they did not throw a pass on that drive.
Exactly.
And the Mustangs take almost 6 minutes off the clock, and they lead 7-0 against the Warhorses. Back after this on KBEY 103.9. Seven 0 Marble Falls, 72-yard drive, took about 6 minutes off the clock, and then Aguilar 14 yards. They also had a fourth down conversion earlier where Maddox went 4 yards on the ground.
Yeah, that was a crucial play right there early in the game, but I guess Coach Timmerman has a lot of faith in his offense right now and what we need to do to be a winning team tonight.
All right, here's the kick. It bounces. It's on the great. Mustang's near getting it, and I think Devine gets it at the last second, 25. They were playing with fire there at about the 25, and the Mustangs were inches within getting that kickoff.
Yeah, that was, I'm not too sure about that. That's all we've pretty much done is the little pooch kicks, and that should be covered. That should be covered well by now.
First and 10 Devine from their own 25-yard line.
All right, so first down and 10 for Devine. We'll see what kind of offense they'll run here to start.
Number 11, Carter Brown.
Carter Brown is the QB for Devine. Here goes the slot T offense.
Slot T.
The first down and 10, puts a man in motion, going to give it to him on the toss. He's trying to find somewhere to go, and not much going on. Gets maybe a couple of yards. That is all. That time, it was Hall with the carry, so a couple of yards there.
That was good pursuit. Actually had three guys to turn the ball back inside and had a good pursuit for someone to take that cutback away.
All right, so that was Zena call with the run, 2-yard pickup. Second down and 8 here for the Warhorses. Under 6 to play in the first quarter. All right, so now
again.
They're going to go with 2 receivers to the left. And they'll be on the shotgun here.
Yep.
Puts a man in motion. That's Zena call. Gonna fake the handoff to him. Brown calls his own number up the middle. He's wrapped up and takes a pile to about the 33, 34-yard line where he's going to get about 7 yards. So third down and 1 coming up for the Warhorses.
Yeah, as you said earlier about they run a hodgepodge offensive formations. So they've already started that.
Jesus Rodriguez wrapped him up, and it's third down and 1. So they went slot one play, the next play they went into the shotgun and had 2 receivers split out. I have a 2 receivers left back in the shotgun formation for Carter Brown on third down and short. Puts a man in motion to the left. Going to fake the handoff, calls his own number, has the first down. He's wrapped up at the 38 after a 4-yard gain, first down.
I think they're thinking a little game scheme out of last week's where the quarterback for Lavernia ran through us during the first half. I don't think he ran the ball at all in the second half. Right now the quarterback is faking the running back wide and taking her straight between the tackles right now.
So first down and 10 for Devine. 4:40 and counting. Mustangs lead 7-0. They're going to go back to 2 receivers to the left. Shotgun for Carter Brown. Puts a man in motion to the left. Fakes a handoff to him. Rolls right. He's looking. Throws down the middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Knocked away. And it's going to be A second down and 10, and was that Thompson, I believe, knocking that away?
Yes, I believe so. 33.
Clayton Thompson was right there and knocked it away.
Had good coverage. As soon as the ball was released, he was on top of the receiver, knocking the ball out of his hand. Good job.
Ball still sits at the Devine 38-yard line, second down and 10. Clock stops with 4:26 to go. That was our first pass of the ball game.
Nash had good protection on that. The route was really not open at all with the coverage that Thompson had.
3 receivers for Devine on second down. Hand off the ball. He's hit immediately at the line of scrimmage. No gain. And that time the Mustangs all over him.
Yes.
That was Jesse Flores who made sure that he went nowhere. He got penetration and Hall had nowhere to go.
Yeah, I think they weren't expecting him to be slanting down like he was. He read that play like he knew what was going to happen. Normally that defensive end has to kind of hold himself a little bit to take care of the quarterback and may pull the ball and take off running.
They'll go 4 wideouts on third down and 10. Carter Brown on the shotgun. He wants to throw. He's looking. He's got time. Has a wide open receiver at the 45. That's Hall. Cuts to his left at 35. He's tackled from behind at the 32. Fumbled the ball. It's loose. And I believe Devine jumped on it at the 29-yard line.
I think they called him down.
And they say he's down.
Yep.
So, anyways, that's going to be a 32-yard gain. Hall was wide open. A little blown coverage in the middle of the field for the Mustangs.
Yeah.
And big third down and 10 pickup for Devine.
Looks like we're running a cover 2 scheme, and both of our safeties went outside the hash. And again, that's something I said pre-game that we needed to prevent happening, big plays from the opposing team.
First down and 10 for Devine. Second first down of the ball game for the Warhorses. They'll go with trips right side, 1 receiver left. Carter Brown, swing pass to the right side. And he's going to be wrapped up after maybe a yard gain. That is all. And that time making the catch, it's going to be Moses Contreras. So 1 yard, 2 yard pickup there.
And a little wide receiver screen. That play never really developed at all. Again, we've got some speed on defense. We just got to continue to pursue the ball, especially when they're going to the perimeter. It's between the tackles that seems to hurt us more.
Second down and 8, 2:47 and counting in the first quarter. Again, 4 receivers set. Carter Brown in the shotgun, rolls right, being chased, dumps it off on the screen. Flag comes in.
Yeah, the receiver over here,
Was he moving?
Yeah, he went from a 2-point stance down to a 3-point stance. In the process, the ball was being snapped, so I guess they consider that moving forward a little bit.
Looked like they were going to try to set up a screen again.
They had it. They were setting up the screen. They lured everybody to this side of the field.
So it's second down and 13 after they mark off the 5-yard penalty back to the Marble Falls 33, 2:30 and counting in the first quarter, 7-0 Marble Falls, but Devine driving down to the Marble Falls 33, second down and 13. So Devine, they've done the slot T 1 time. Now they've been spreading it out. They're going to spread it out again here. Trips left side. 1 receiver to the right. Hall's the running back with Carter Brown, the QB. He's got the ball, rolls left. He's looking. Fires down the left sideline. It's caught at the 21. Inside the red zone down to the 16-yard line. Wrapped up at the 14, 19-yard gain.
That was a good rollout / flood pattern where they're going to have a receiver deep and a receiver at the mid-range about 10 yards. And they threw it to it wasn't running a deep route. He's running like a 15, 17-yard out route, which was deep enough. But they had 2 receivers in the area at different levels.
Peyton Edwards with the catch, and it's first down and 10. Inside the red zone at the 13-yard line. Empty backfield this time.
Like a quarterback run on this one.
For Carter, puts a receiver in motion.
There he is.
Another flag comes in, and another pre-snap penalty against Devine. Pushing back 5 to the 18, so first down and 15. And the clock stops with 1:37 to go here in the first quarter.
That's a fast first quarter.
It is. So that happens when you run the ball.
It does.
7-0 our score. Clock is running now at 1.5 minutes to go.
I know officials like to be officiating 2 slot T teams. That game normally gets over with by 8 o'clock.
Get home.
Yep.
Get to bed. I think us announcers like that too, huh?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes. I just like a good game.
4 receivers set. Carter Brown in the shotgun. Wants to throw.
Screen,
Wide receiver screen. And it's
played good.
stuffed out by the Mustangs, and it was not full that time. And good job by the Mustangs. Was that Lemon out there?
I think so. 21.
Yeah.
Yep, that's Lemon.
All right, so lost 2. You lost him about 4 yards there. It's second down and 19 at the 22. And again, he was not fooled by that receiver screen at all.
All right, we need to keep the middle of the field covered.
Rolling right is Brown to throw. He's looking. Fires to the right side. It's caught at the 7.
That was a good catch.
It is. And he's going to be about 4 yards shy of the first down. It'll be third down. Nice catch by Rowdy Esparza.
Yeah, that was not a wide open route right there, but he made a great catch on that one.
12-yard gain. Brings up a third down and 4 now. Third down and 4.
I think we might see the slot T on this play right here.
This close to the end zone, and do they even try to snap it? There's 10 seconds on the game clock.
No, I don't think they will.
Play clock is at 10. They're still huddling. It's at 5. You're right. They're in the slot T here. Carter Brown under center. 1 second. And puts a man in motion. I don't think they got the snap off. They did not. He was rolling right. He was going to pass there. But the clock shows 0, so we go to the second quarter. I think Coach Gomez, he thought there should be a second when he got the snap off, but it was at 0.
I didn't, I looked up and it was 2 seconds on the clock, and then I looked back down to play, and they sent the guy in motion. We actually jumped off sides, it looked like, when the ball was snapped, but, they just kind of showed their hand right there.
All right, so.
Not good.
Yep, go to the second quarter, Mustangs lead 7-0. Big third down coming up for Devine at the Mustang 7 when we come back on KBEY 103.9. Crazy train playing as we start the second quarter, and it's third down and 4 for the War Horses at the Mustang 7. Mustangs lead 7-0. So they were going slot T before the end of the quarter. Now they go back out with the shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the left. Carter Brown puts Hall in motion, gives it to him. He's looking for the edge.
We got it.
It's going to be
loss of about
nowhere.
7.
Yeah, he'll lose 7 yards at the 14. Never had a chance. Mustangs were all over that. It's going to be fourth down and about 11 yards.
Yeah, that last play that ended the first quarter, them line up in the slot T and actually showing their hand, they knew no need to come back to that. The defense definitely will be ready for a play action pass out of the slot T.
C.J. Alexander, Greg Lemon over there for the Mustangs. It'll be a fourth down and about 10 here. Ball sits at the 13. Right now, Devine keeping the offense out there.
Again, keep the middle covered.
Shotgun formation, big fourth down and 10 at the 13. Trips left side. Carter Brown rolls left, looking for the end zone. Throws high, it's incomplete. And it's a turnover on downs. What a stop by the Mustangs defense.
That was again, they seemed to be running out the rollouts with the flood patterns, and that time we had the deep and the shallow route covered.
Joaquin Aguilar was on the coverage there on that throw, and it's first down and 10 for the Mustangs, and that was a big stop for the defense, and the Mustangs have it at the 13-yard line.
All right, we need another 7-minute drive.
Yeah.
For, it'll be 87 yards for a touchdown. stay with what works.
All right, so each team had long drives there.
Yeah.
But at least the Mustangs came up with something. Devine came up empty-handed after that.
They got Diego in the backfield, a little water bug.
He's going to be with Crawford Maddox in the shotgun. 2 receivers set. Diego Aguilar, the running back. Fakes handoff to him.
Good
Does
pass.
Maddox, swings it out to the left. Long by him, breaks a tackle. And he got the first down. That's a 11-yard pickup through the air at the 24. First completion for Maddox, gets 11 yards.
That was the same play they ran a couple weeks ago where they faked the running back and threw either a quick slant or a quick stop route, trying to hold the linebackers inside the box for a little bit longer.
First down and 10 at the 24. Diego stays the running back. Maddox fakes the handoff,
Same
throws
play.
again, long bind, turns upfield, and close to another first down, depending where they spot him out
Complete the lock by.
at the 33. So a gain of 9 that time, and second down and short. They're going to give it to you. Keep on doing it down the field, huh?
Exactly. You know, if that's what they're going to give you, keep running until they stop it. That cornerback, I don't know if they're playing a cover 3 zone or not, but that cornerback up top is really bailing when the ball snapped.
Jace Williams, the receiver to the right. Maddox
Going deep.
takes the handoff, going to throw down the left sideline.
Nope,
Long bind
overthrown.
just out of his reach, about 3 yards. Second or third down and 3. That's the time you do it on second down and short. It's third down and 1 here now.
Yes, it is. Again, that's something we've got to make some connections with. We got to hit those explosive plays. Pops up a little bit more air underneath that ball. Would have helped out.
Exactly 10 minutes to go in the half. Mustangs lead 7-0. Third down and 1 at the Marble Falls 33-yard line. Maddox in the shotgun. Diego is the running back. That's Diego Aguilar. Gets his number called up the middle. Has the first
He's got
down to the 40, down to the 41. 8-yard gain for Diego. Again, he just hits the hole hard, and he's in that in no time.
Diego Aguilar on the carry.
He does. Like somebody dropped a red towel on the fifth over the yellow flag for a second.
Yeah.
He hit the hole hard, but I was expecting him to have that little burst of speed right there, but he never showed it on that particular play. But he definitely has it.
Long bind to the left, Williams to the right.
41-yard line.
Diego's the running back with Maddox in the shotgun. Low snap to Maddox, hands off to Diego.
Nowhere to
That time he's met at the line by about 3 or 4 war horses and no gain. So second down and 10.
Diego Aguilar.
Yeah, that was stuffed up before it even had a chance to develop for whatever reason right there. I don't know if they pinched everything, the defensive line pinched everything, or we just gave it away too quick.
9:18 and counting in this first half. Mustangs up 7-0. Looking at second down and 10. Going to be working with Tripp's right side. Diego's the running back. Put Makachek in motion to the left. Maddox has the
Lord.
snap. And did we have movement there, Coach?
We had something, even though the receiver started turning up the field. I know the referee did not see that. The white hat didn't see it, but that receiver in motion, he was starting to turn up the field just a little bit too quick.
False start against the Mustangs. That'll push it back 5 to the 36-yard line, so second down and 15.
We got a little more beef in the backfield. We got Aguilar back in the backfield now.
And Doak Timmerman, so Joaquin
Yep. And beef at the tight end.
and Timmerman. Caleb Byfeld, the tight end. Maddox in the shotgun on second down and 15. Puts Aguilar in motion to the right. Hands off to Doak
Doak.
up the middle. He's got
He's
some
gone.
room to 45.
Moving.
Out near midfield, near the first
Should
down
be a
marker.
first down.
At the 49, he's right there at the marker, 15 yards. And first down for the Mustangs. And Doak Timmerman, he just went up the middle and gets him 15 yards. First down for the Mustangs in the Devine territory.
Hey, wait. Doak hit that hole extremely hard, extremely quick. He's got a lot of speed.
8:15 and counting in this half. You never really realize how quick how fast he is until I saw him a few weeks ago when he had the touchdown against Lano.
Yeah, he's a big, strong kid. He's one of the strongest kids we have on the football team.
3 receiver set, Maddox to throw. Thrown down the middle of the field and a little underthrown, looking for Makachek, and tried to step into it and just couldn't get enough on it. And it is second down and 10. He had time, but it falls incomplete.
I'm not sure if he wasn't trying to throw that to the tight end, Noah Ortiz, because he fell down. But that ball kind of landed in nowhere.
Yeah. was about 5 yards in front of Makachek, the receiver. Doak checks out of the ball game. Ortiz coming back in there, and so is Caleb Byfield. And they're going to have to get a timeout as they were trying to get the substitutions right and not able to get that correct. Coach Timmerman trying to talk to the officials about something there. Didn't like something that he saw out there. So he calls a timeout. First one for the Mustangs.
I think they're just planning a Sunday brunch or something. I don't think there's a problem out there. Coaches don't get mad at officials much.
Never, never do. 7:55 to go here in the half. 7-0 Mustangs. Timeout called by Marble Falls. They're trying to get everybody lined up with the substitution. They had to call the timeout.
Yeah, there's just so many different packages that teams run today with a certain tight end and a certain running back or vice versa. And you know, if you don't have the right players on the field, you can't call the play that you want to call. That's something that's kind of baffled me a lot. But I'm a simple offensive guy. So, but they definitely like to have the correct personnel on the field.
The Mustangs got called here. 2nd down and 10 after the timeout. Got 3 receivers to the right, and Joaquin Aguilar is the running back with Crawford Maddox on 2nd down and 10. 7:55 to go in the half. Mustangs up 7-0. Makachek in motion to the left. Maddox has a snap, has a pocket looking. Going to fire downfield. It's underthrown and incomplete into double coverage. 3rd down and 10.
Yeah,
looking for Byfield.
Yeah, not a very good pass right there. Like they had a linebacker trailing the tight end. They had a free safety over the top.
7:47 to go in the half, and Mustangs facing a 3rd down and 10 at the 49-yard line. Byfield was going to come out. Now he stays out there, trying to get lined up. Going to have Makachek and Williams, the receivers to the right. Alexander and Longbine, the receivers to the left. 3rd down and 10, empty backfield. Maddox has a pocket. He's going to run. He's got some room. And he's going to be close to the 1st down. Tackle about a yard shot to 40. Thought he was going to get it, and then the defender just wrapped him up and wouldn't let go. 4th down and 1. And you know the Mustangs are going to go for it.
I sure hope so.
It's a good play by Rodriguez there to hold him.
It's 4th and 1.
So 4th down and 1 for the Mustangs. They're lined up to go for it at the 40. Aguilar's the running back. That's Joaquin. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right on 4th down and 1 at the 40. Mustangs are 1 for 1 on 4th downs.
I can see him faking to Aguilar and him taking the ball himself.
Aguilar out of the backfield, going to call his own number. He gets the 1st down again. Gets the 38-yard line. Couple yards there for Crawford Maddox, and the chains move.
They've run that play several times where they've motioned Aguilar in the backfield and just thrown the ball over to the flats to him. So they put a new wrinkle in this week where they're just motioning him out and running the quarterback, expecting the linebackers to go out there.
All right, Diego checks in for Big Brother. 1st down and 10. Ball sits at the Devine 38-yard line. Timmerman's in the backfield with Diego. 3 receivers for the Mustangs. Diego's in motion to the left. Maddox to throw again for the end zone. It's incomplete. Longbine had it at the goal line, and he cannot haul it in. He got behind the 2 defenders, and he cannot bring it in at his 2nd down and 10.
That was a good pass, right in his hands, right at the goal line. That's the pass pregame I said we've got to make those plays right there. That was a good pass by the quarterback. And you're like, right, we had both defenders beat by a couple of yards. So
2nd down and 10, and so close to being one of those deep passes that you've been looking for, and cannot just bring it in. 2nd down and 10, 6:53 to go on the half. Mustangs up 7-0. Williams and Makachek, the receivers to the right. Receiver to the left on 2nd down and 10. Handoff, Diego. Behind the block of Timmerman, has the 30, still up to the 25, 1st down. 13-yard gain for Diego Aguilar behind Timmerman's block.
And right now we're able to run the ball between the tackles and the ball on the outside right there, especially the speed we have in the backfield. They got Diego out there as a slot back right now. Might be one of these reverse times.
He'll be at the slot. Coleman's out wide to the left. Williams, the receiver, to the right. Going to be a handoff to Joaquin up the middle. Joaquin takes the pile forward into the red zone, and he took that pile about 7 yards to the 15, and that's good enough. Well, depending upon the spot, I think he's going to be
just shy,
maybe inches shy of the first. No, they gave it to him. They gave him the 10 yards, the 15. So it's first down and 10 at the 15 after Aguilar kept his legs going and moving that pile for yards.
We just about had a penalty. We had an offensive lineman like he was starting to pull. You can't pull a runner. You can push him, but you can't pull him. So
two backs in the backfield, Aguilar and Timmerman. Gets Timmerman's number. Gets out of the pile and is still going and gets to the 11. He spun out of that pile and gets 4 yards. So it's second down and 6 for the Mustangs. Under 6 to play in the second quarter. Another nice long drive for the Mustangs.
Again, keeping his feet moving helped him break out of that pile.
This drive started at the 13. You did ask for a nice long 87-yard drive.
That's what I did. He's got a couple more minutes. They can score in a couple more minutes. Be good. Dalton just came back in the game. Tight end.
Three receiver set.
Little trap.
Wants a throw. It's to Makachek on the slant, and he's just shy at the 1. It'll be a first down and goal at the 1.
Number 1, Caleb Byfeld.
That was a good pass, good catch.
Number 30.
So that was a 10-yard catch by Makachek, and it's first down and goal at the 1. All right, so Mustangs will have Diego Aguilar, the running back, with Maddox in the backfield. First down and goal. Aguilar in motion out of the backfield. Maddox going to call his own number, and that time Devine was there. He's hit at the 1 and no gain, so second down and goal at the 1. You said Devine would eventually get onto that. They did that time.
Yeah, I figured out that he's just a decoy running out that way. So once they start doing that, then you actually throw the ball out there to him, but you don't throw it this close to the goal line. Time just to go ahead and power that ball inside.
So the Mustangs facing a second down and goal at the 1. Pistol formation this time.
Wildcat.
No, that's going to Wildcat to Timmerman. Timmerman by himself in the backfield. Going to try to punch it in himself, and he will. Doak Timmerman, the senior, the Wildcat formation goes in, and the Mustangs extend their lead 13-0. 4:43 to go here in the second quarter as they just went 87 yards and took almost 6 minutes off the clock.
That's a good drive. I mean, that again, a good offense beats a defense every day.
So 2 long drives for the Mustangs have resulted in 2 touchdowns. Here comes the Joaquin Aguilar extra point try out of the Doak Timmerman hold. 4:43 to go here in the half. Snap is good, hold is good, and the extra point try is through the uprights, and the Mustangs are now up 14-0. Back after this on KBEY 103.9. Ben Shields and Coach Sam Whitley with you here at Mustang Stadium, and the Mustangs in front 14-0. Just took an 87-yard drive. And Doak Timmerman 1 yard on the Wildcat run. And the Mustangs lead 14-0. Good start for the Mustangs, 2 touchdown drives, and then they get a turnover on downs defensively.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, Devine's only had the ball one time
Hey, that's right. And we're
for just a few plays.
less than 5 minutes left here in the half. Kick is going to hit the Devine up,
21.
man, and it goes out of bounds at the 22-yard line. So 22, drop it at the 22. And that was Peyton Edwards, because they're lucky that that looked like it could have gone out of bounds, but it didn't.
Yeah, I think, you know, the last time we did that pooch kick, the ball just kind of settled right there like a good chip shot on the golf course, and maybe the coach told him, make sure you catch the ball next time, son, and he tried.
All right, so first down and 10.
All right, let's see if they go to the slot T or they're going to be running the shotgun formation. Big 45 in there.
They've been working out of that shotgun formation quite a bit, but they're going to the slot T here. Carter Brown's the QB. It's a man in motion, that's Hall, and we've got movement. Going to be a 5-yard penalty against Devine. It'll be first down and 15 here. That's their third pre-snap penalty they've had called against them here in the first half.
Well, as you said, they have, I know that they have a few injuries. They've got a few JV players that are playing up this week, and again, I have no clue which who made a mistake right there, but when you're playing with some spare parts sometimes, it doesn't sync too well. You know, got the kids under control, which for us is good.
14-0 Mustangs, 4:34 to go in the half. War Horses have a first down and 15 at the 17-yard line. They go back to the slot T. There's Carter Brown under center. Carter Brown puts Hall in motion. Fakes the toss to him. Wants to throw. He's got a receiver who got behind the defensive backs. It's underthrown, but he caught it out to the 44-yard line, 27 yards. He had to fall down to get it, but he makes the catch. That's Michael Rodriguez, and Devine out to the 45.
Yeah, our defensive backs had their eyes all in the backfield. He ran straight past us.
Call that eye candy, don't they?
They
Fake
do.
toss to the running back hole.
Again, you see somebody in the slot T, you just know they're going to run the football. And they haven't.
4-10
3 times, they've passed twice.
Here's that slot T again. Carter Brown puts a man in motion. Gives it to Hall,
He
who's
got
hit it immediately, and he's going nowhere. Hall's had a tough night. Anytime he's got the ball, he's been wrapped up immediately. And another big stop for the Mustangs. That's Moran that time there. And he's dropped for about a 2-yard loss at the 43-yard line.
I think they're going back to the spread. They've taken 25 and 45 out of the ball game. Those are two big looking tight ends, so I think they're going back to the spread looking at the gun.
3:34 and counting in this half. Mustangs up 14-0. Second down and 12, Devine at the 43-yard line. Trips right side, 2 receivers left. They went empty
Somebody
here.
get in the middle of the field.
Brown swings it out to Hall. Hall can't get away from the defenders out there on the Devine sideline. And he gets maybe he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. He got back to the line of scrimmage, so no gain. Got back to the 43, third down and 12. How often do you see slot T one play, next play empty backfield?
I can say I really haven't seen it ever.
Until today.
Exactly.
You can't say that ever again.
Exactly.
Under 3 to play here in the first half. 14-0 Mustangs. Clock winding down. I think Devine's going to get a timeout here. So that stops the clock with 2:56. And we'll take it with them back after this. Mustangs lead 14-0 on KBEY 103.9. Third down and 12. It's a screen right side to Hall, and Hall is going to cross the 45 to the 47. Is that a flag at the 44 there?
Flag right there, probably in the area of would be holding with that screen pass.
Now, imagine you would decline it because it would be 4th down and 9 at about the 46-yard line.
He moved it up.
But it's got to be, yeah, it is holding.
Holding, yep.
They are going to decline it, so it'll be 4th down.
They actually had that play set up well. They had 3 blockers out in front, the runner, and our defensive, I'm not sure which one, probably outside linebacker, was able to get off a block and make the play.
From the 47-yard line.
All right, so punting formation, punting time. Long behind the return man for the Mustangs at the 15. Mustangs have a chance to get some points going into the locker room. Punter stands at the 35, gets off the punt, high punt. Long behind comes up and takes at the 23, the 25, the 30. And then that's where he is met by the Devine Warhorses. And stops the clock with 2:06 to go here in the first half. 14-0 Mustangs.
Well, this would be a good time to take some shots downfield. I know we have 2 minutes to go. A couple of good runs, a couple of short passes, and try to take a deep shot at some point to try to get some points on the board, because we will be kicking off in the second half to Devine. So it'd be nice to go in the locker room at 21-0, but don't need to get too greedy too quick, because you do have plenty of time. You got 2 timeouts remaining, I believe, plus a 2-minute timeout.
Some scores to pass along to you. Burnett trailing San Angelo Lakeview 29-22 at the half. Llano shutting out Florence 38-0.
Good Lord.
Wait, that says 58-0 at half.
Oh, my goodness. Well, it could be true.
Yes.
It could be true.
I was like, are my eyes deceiving me?
So they might be.
2:06 to go here on the half. Now, what are the officials discussing here, do you think?
That I don't have a clue, because there was no penalty. It was just there was no fumble, there was no pile, there was nothing. I'm not sure what was going on.
All right, so they had the discussion, and not sure what that was about, but we got one play before the 2-minute timeout here. Ball sits at the 30.
All right, we are in a tight spread formation, if that's a word.
I think it is. Everybody in tight, not spread out. The throw, Maddox dumps it out left side. That's Dalton, breaks a tackle. Dalton,
get out of bounds.
Tough load to bring down. Did he get out of? They said he's in bounds. At the 36, so he gets 6 yards. Second down and 4. Now they should stop it at the 2 minutes, right?
They should. They just did that.
They're not used to it like we weren't.
Exactly.
All right, so I think they need to put the 2 minutes there.
They're gonna. Well, it should be like at 1:58. I looked at it when the ball player was down.
Yeah, I think I can see the official.
Yeah.
Trying to put time back on the clock there. Should be one. He's got 1:46, but it should be more than that, right?
Yeah, it should be.
There we go. 1:59.
Okay.
14-0 Mustangs. 1:59 to go. believe Marble Falls has 2 timeouts remaining.
Well, we have thrown. We had one deep ball that should have been caught. Maybe if we do a double move on receiver, a slant and go, or sluggo, or out and up, something like that. Got to make sure we give the quarterback time. That's crucial. We haven't run a screen ourselves yet, because at this time, right now, your defensive line is going to be pinning their ears back, expecting, for you to try to hit a deep ball on them.
Second down and 5. As we're at the 2-minute timeout, wraps up.
We got quads over here now in the tight set.
Bunched up to the right, one receiver to the left. It's a empty backfield for Crawford Maddox. Puts Aguilar in motion to the left. Joaquin, he's got the snap, and we've got another whistle. And boy, we had a man flying down the field.
Yeah, we had 2 guys, and that safety was moving to the right, and we had number 10. Is that Ortiz?
Yes, Ortiz.
He was going deep across the field.
False start against the Mustangs, going to make it a second down and 10 at the 30. So 1:56 to go here in the first half.
Now we've definitely spread the field.
2 receivers to the left.
Sending somebody down the middle.
Ball back to Maddox. Wants to throw. He's looking.
Screen. There it
Screen was tipped and knocked away. It was intended for
Pass by
Aguilar, but a good
knocked down.
job by
On
Jackson
the deflection, number
Hagborn to
77,
knock
Jackson
it down.
Hagborn.
And it's 3rd down and 10. 1:53 to go. Now
Yeah.
you want to be careful you're not giving the ball to Devine with too much time.
Exactly. I was just thinking the same thing. You know, we started this drive at 2:06, and we've taken 13 seconds off the clock here. We need to pick up a first down right here.
All right, 3rd down and 10. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right on 3rd down. Maddox has the ball, fakes the handoff, has time to throw, has a pocket, thrown downfield, and it is knocked away, incomplete. And it'll be 4th down and 10.
Yeah, we didn't take any time off the clock right here, which
Pass
you
ball's
know,
incomplete, broken up by number 16.
I think he's looking for Noah Ortiz there.
Yep.
From the War Horses. That'll bring up 4th
At
down.
1:43 to go, so
And
Devine still
10
has
from the
time.
30-yard line.
And Joaquin's going to be punting it away. He stands at the 18.
They have. Okay, they're getting somebody back.
Yeah, they're going to drop somebody back at about the 40. Here comes the punt, high punt from Joaquin.
That's going over his head.
And fair caught at the 32-yard line. That was a high punt.
It was. I was actually surprised he was able to get back and
16
catch that ball.
social on the fair catch for the War
1:39 to go here in the half. 14-0 Mustangs. It'll be interesting to see what Devine does here. Devine has, I believe, 2 timeouts remaining.
With 1:39 to go in the first half.
Well, defense, we've been doing a great job of covering everything up. They've had they snuck out the receiver on a slot T formation for a deep pass, and we just need to keep everything in front of us. They can move the ball 66 yards, and that's about it. Just don't let them get in that 68.
So here's the 1st down and 10. He's the throw. Carter Brown off the hands of his receiver at the 40. Threw it behind him, incomplete.
Number 7, Esparza falls
And they slid
incomplete.
Doak back to a free safety. I know he normally plays the inside linebacker, but they got him back
It'll be
almost like the
2nd
free
and
safety
10
in that
from
cover
the
2.
32-yard line.
They've already put him deep middle.
Rowdy Esparza, the intended receiver there. So 2nd down and 10 after it falls incomplete. Carter Brown in the shotgun. Halls is running back to his left. There's a 3 receivers punch to the right. Fakes the handoff. Brown to throw down the right side. It's intercepted at the 50, at the 40,
Watch
the
out behind
35, the 30, the 25, the
He's got a
20,
chance.
the 15, the 10, and
He's in.
He's in. Touchdown.
And no
Intercepted. C.J. Alexander. Pick 6, 50 yards.
Mustangs.
Was right there at midfield, and he read it perfectly in center field, basically, and then took it down the right side, and he's into the end zone. 1:16 to go to get the crowd on their feet. C.J. Alexander, 50 yards on the interception.
Great stop by the Mustang defense right there.
All right, with 1:16 to go, and he just stayed right there. Safety just read it, and he was gone. All right, so here comes the extra point try from Joaquin Aguilar.
Got a timeout here. Didn't have enough people on the field. And unfortunately, when you score a touchdown on defense, sometimes the offensive line for the field goal unit is not kind of thinking about what's just happened. And that's what happened right there. We had offensive guard, a tackle, and whatnot out there for the field goal. But yeah, CJ had a great interception right there. The ball was well unthrown, but CJ was right there and it did a good job. You know, what was really good is the blocking
By the defense.
Exactly,
Yeah.
because normally what happens, somebody, you know, in officiating, we call it looking for something stupid. Someone's got a free shot on someone. You know, we've cleaned up the blind side blocks in the football game for the past couple of years, but someone always seems to take that shot, whether intentional or unintentional. But that was a great job by the defense not to bring that ball back.
All right, so right now you got Doak and the Wildcat. See if they shift out, and Joaquin going to kick the extra point here. Like they're going to try to go for two. There's Timmerman. He's in there. 2-point conversion is good. Pretty much in there untouched, and it's 22-0 Mustangs.
Number 4 is Ghost Timmerman.
Again, that's a good thing to do. I don't think we've I know we ran the Wildcat formation, but we've been shifting out of that. Now again, Burnett next week, when they're sitting in the game room over the weekend and on time in practice, they're going to have to spend time defending that play, defending that offensive set. Because there is so much you can do out of that, and that 2-point conversion might be the difference in a ball game, whether it's in overtime or regular time.
So 1:16 to go. We'll keep it here. And being a Mustang fan, you have to love this. The 22-0 at home. Offenses look great. Defense had a turnover on downs. Now they get a pick six, up 22-0. And Mustangs would love. They had 2 wins last year. If they win tonight, that means they would surpass last year's win total.
And that is definitely going to be something you can build upon. You know, our offense has had the ball most of the first half. Good job by them, keeping Devine's offense off the field. And again, you know, the Mustangs right now are kind of hitting on all cylinders. And just keep it up. Do not let off the gas.
All right, Joaquin has it teed up at the 40-yard line.
Aguilar.
Kicking left to right here.
Another pooch.
Another pooch on that left side. This time it goes out of bounds, and that'll give Devine pretty good field position.
Yep.
What is it, the 35?
It might,
Kick
be,
out of bounds
it
will
might
draw
be
a
at the
flag.
40 based upon where that ball went out at.
All right, 1:16 to go. See if the official, the former official, Sam Whitley's right here. Again, we'll be in Burnett next week for the Burnett County Showdown. All right, to the 30.
Wow, that's not a lot at all.
They probably wish you were out there officiating.
You ain't
'cause
lying.
You would have put it at the 40.
I'd have put it at something.
It'll be
Ain't right.
Devine ball, 1st and 10.
I mean, is it a set spot or is it the pin?
You know, it's been a while since I've been officiating, but I thought balls kicked out of bounds, it was a lot is more benefit for the return team than it was the kicking team, because right there the kicking team got the advantage on that one.
All right, so we're going to have a
Got him.
1st down and 10, and was that a sack? Was he passing there? Wasn't looking.
Yes.
Yep. So Carter
Yes.
Brown is sacked. He goes
Quarterback's gonna
down,
be taken down to the
wrapped up at
backfield.
the 25, 5-yard loss.
Our defensive end.
Salazar on the stop for the
Yep.
Mustangs.
Our new full Salazar
Offensive
there.
drive on the play.
So Devine,
15.
53 seconds and counting in the half. We'll see how urgent they are here. They do get the ball to start the second half. 45 seconds and counting. 3 receivers set. There's
Quarterback
Carter
in.
Brown calling his own number, crosses the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Number 11
8-yard
Brown,
pickup.
the keeper for the Warhorses, out to the 34-yard
3rd down
line.
and, probably
The gain of
7 or
9.
8 here.
Number 40,
27
Graham,
seconds to
stop for
go.
the Mustangs.
All right, we got an injury, which,
Do they mark off time? Do they take off 10 seconds when it's...
well, it's the rule that I understand that if he's down, like at the end of the play, they don't normally penalize it. Is if he goes down after the ball's been set. Once the ball's been set, if someone goes down to injury, then they basically penalize you for that injury. But that was the quarterback right there, I believe, who was left on the ground. So they're going to take a timeout so they can put him back in the ball game.
25 seconds to go. 22-0 Mustangs.
And that's a new rule that's come out because of Ole Miss and a couple other college teams were just obviously faking injuries, fainting injuries, call it what you want to call it. After the ball's been set to slow the offense down, so they've changed the rule.
All right, so 25 seconds to go. 22-0 Marble Falls. And to think, I mean, we were talking about this pregame when we were going over the Devine scores. They could put up points, and right
Yes.
now being shut out. Now, I'm not sure what injuries look like for them offensively prior to tonight, like what all they're missing and whatnot, but still.
Yeah, right now, I wouldn't panic if I were them. I know the score is 22-0. You're going to get the ball coming out the second half. But right now, what you do not want to happen is for a turnover or another interception to take place and give the Mustangs another chance to go up 30-0 before the half. So I would just, right now, I would just run the ball, go to the locker room, and come back out and play again.
All right, prevent defense by the Mustangs here. And one man deep at about the 35. Another 4 Mustangs at the 50. Carter Brown hands off to Hall. He's got some room, the 40.
Make the play.
And then he's hit at the 49. And he does get a first down after that run, about 16 yards there to midfield. So they'll quickly set the ball.
Mustangs need to get set.
It's now moving. 13 seconds. 10 seconds. Carter Brown has the high snap, rolls right, looking to throw for the right sideline. Intercepted again to the 40.
Come on.
45 to 50.
Come on. Make it out.
The 40 left sideline, and he's still going.
Yes,
the 20.
Time's going to
And
run out.
finally hit at the 18. That'll be the end of the first half. And was that C.J. Alexander again? Flag comes in. C.J. Alexander with a second interception. And you can't end it if it's. What's the deal here? If you intercept it, then there's a flag at the end of the half. Do they get a play, or how does that work?
You extend if you have a penalty on the defense.
Okay.
You'll extend the play, even though we just became the offensive team.
It was against the Mustangs, I think, on the return.
Exactly.
But C.J. Alexander with the second interception, and he's had a big half defensively. And so what a first half for the Mustangs on both sides of the ball. 2 long sustaining drives and then 2 picks. One was a pick 6 for C.J. Alexander. And the Mustangs are sitting pretty here as they go to the locker room on top of the Devine, 22-0. And they have a little jump in their step, little hop in their step as they go to the locker room, up 22-0. And so, Coach, your thoughts on that first half?
Well, we've offensively we've controlled the ball. Our second drive, which we scored on, was, in all honesty, we had a few plays in that just were not pretty plays, but we were trying to open it up a little bit, throwing a little deep ball, throwing some shots out there that we were able to make up with the run and continue to move the ball down the field and eventually score. We've controlled the ball with the offense. Defensively, we have, held them on a 4th down play, had a couple of turnovers. So defense right now, we are playing pretty darn good. And all we need to do is just continue that momentum moving forward. Don't get lazy in your mind, because anything, it's 3 scores. In today's game, that's not very much to overcome. So we just need to keep our composure, keep playing what we've been doing. Don't try to get cute. Just keep playing good football right now.
All right, so the Mustangs playing good football in that first half for sure, and they're up 22-0, and so they will go to the locker room and see what they can do to keep this momentum that they picked up there in the first half. And when you saw last week, yes, they did give up 60 points and lost to Lavernia by 40, but that first half, you did see what I thought looked like a different team.
It did. We're down 35-7, I think it was at the half, but they had 3 touchdowns that came off.
It was 14, 35-14.
They had 3 touchdowns. We had one where we had great position in the end zone where we make a pick. That takes a score off the board for them. They had one long run that scored a touchdown. So I thought last week, the first half we played was a pretty good showing. Now, of course, we came out the second half and kind of laid an egg right there, but that first half of football last week, we showed a lot of positive things that we can do. Hustling to the ball, moving the ball down the field. Again, but sometimes those big plays, the explosive plays of other teams just really get under your skin a little bit and cause you to start trying to do too much, which I think last week our quarterback was trying to get back in the game too quick, made a couple of bad picks and free safety, and then came out in the third quarter and tried to force the ball right off the bat and got picked again. But he's young, and he's got to learn, when to throw the ball away. But tonight, we're doing a good job. He missed a long ball early down the sideline. We overthrew it, but then he came right back and hit right in the hands at the goal line. So his passing the ball looks good, and he's running the ball right now, making good decisions on when to run the ball when he's getting pressured.
All right, so Kyle Futrell and his wife Marty Futrell got recognized just a second ago for Excellence in Education Award, and they're getting honored right there. If you can get that on the platform right there, Jose, the Futrell's being recognized, and congrats to them. Kyle, of course, too, has done a few ball games with me over the years and doing the PA here at Mustang Stadium. So congrats to them as they just got honored with the Excellence in Education Award. All right, so at the half at Mustang Stadium on Max Copeland night at 22-0 Mustangs. At the half, back after this on KBEY 103.9. Ben Shields and Sam Whitley with you here at Mustang Stadium. It's halftime, and Marble Falls up 22-0, and so a good start for the Mustangs. And here in just a little bit, I played it last week. I'm going to play it again this week because it still is, well, with the Mustang Bulldogs playing next week and Battle of the Cans going on, I think it's appropriate we play it here in just a little bit with Patrick Henson and Burkhart, Casey Burkhart, the principal at Burnett High School, talking about the Battle of the Cans. So we'll play that back here in just a little bit. How's that been going? Have you seen many cans dropped off?
Yes, we've had plenty of cans dropped off here at Marble Falls High School. I'm trying to think. They made an announcement, I think yesterday, of which teacher right now is in the lead. I want to say it's Miss Dittmer, but don't hold me to that. But unbeknownst to me, the top class that gets the cans during advisory, they get, I think this past class got Lane's Chicken for lunch.
Oh, wow.
And I think next week, I think Chick-fil-A is going to do something. So that is incentive for you to send some cans.
You get some fried chicken.
You doggone Skippy. You get them free.
Yeah.
If it's free, it's me. But they're getting the community, businesses in the community, getting Lane's Chicken. Chick-fil-A's coming up, I believe it is, where they're going to, you know, give an incentive. So bring some cans, send some cans with your kids, your grandkids, whoever comes to Marble Falls, so that we can definitely win the Battle of the Cans next Friday night.
All right, so Battle of the Cans. And, you know, I know the Mustangs have taken the Battle of the Cans and the Bulldogs have taken the ball game. Well, I think Mustangs are hoping that this year they take both.
That would be nice. Yes, you want to win on the field and off the field for sure. So yes, that's something we need to be work toward that after this game right here, but to try to get that victory on the field next Friday night at Burnett Stadium.
Well, I know we still have a half left here, but I'm really excited to see that ball game next week.
That's going to be a big game. You know, this is one of those, obviously, the rivalry game type deal. Every school is going to have them. You know, they got Alabama, Auburn, Michigan, Ohio State, you know, all those good things. And every high school has that one team that you live close enough to each other so that you're going to have some friendships, you know, built between the communities. But you definitely want to beat the other team because you will have bragging rights for at least a year, if not more.
That's right, and Mustangs would certainly love to have the bragging rights of Burnett County here in 2025 going into 2026. So right now I got the Devine band performing for the Marble Falls fans. About to have the Mustang band take the field here in just a little bit. Performing for the crowd here at Mustang Stadium, and tell you the stands filled in nicely here on the Mustang side.
They did. The Vine's still lacking a little bit, but that's going to be understood. It's a long drive for a lot of people. But again, I like to emphasize these bands. I did not get the results, but our band went to Fredericksburg last weekend and performed, and it's now band season. I do not know if we have another competition tomorrow or not, but these kids that are in the band, color guard, they practice a lot. And what amazes me is they can actually walk and play an instrument at the same time. I have trouble just walking sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll be able to push buttons and blow on a horn and walk at the same time. That's three things at once.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right, so we're at the half at Mustang Stadium, and the Mustangs in front 22-0. So here's what the scoring looked like in that first half. All right,
While you're getting that set up, I'm going to go ahead and give y'all some information.
Yeah, go ahead.
At Marble Falls High School.
Go ahead, Coach. Do that, please.
We have the Adams Family production that's going on. We had an opening last night, on Thursday night. We will have a matinee tomorrow. I think we have a matinee and an evening show tomorrow here at the high school, and I think we have another matinee on Sunday. This is a ticketed event, and you go to Marble Falls High School and just kind of search around the webpage right there, and you'll find the link to get your tickets. Bryce Gage and John Clark, that group has done a wonderful job putting another good program. My daughter actually went to go see half of it today from the elementary schools. They brought a lot of elementary schools on campus today to show it. Again, we just finished our district tennis this past Tuesday. We're going into the playoffs Monday again down at Fredericksburg High School. 9 a.m. in the morning, we're playing Davenport. But also on Tuesday, our cross-country district meet is, and that's going to be up in Lampasas. The high school race, the varsity girls, they're going to start at 8 o'clock in the morning. The varsity boys will start at 8:30. And then the JV girls and boys will be at 9 and 9:30 with all the high school awards taking place at 10:15. And then they actually have the middle school district cross country. That's going to start at 4 o'clock in the afternoon with the boys and girls at 4:30. And the 8th grade girls at 5 and the boys at 5:30. And then the awards will be at 6:30. So if you're able to make it up to Lampasas this upcoming Tuesday to support our cross country championships meet, that'll be great.
All right, you always have the great information on what's happening at Marble Falls High School. Definitely have the pulse on what's happening there. All right, so the Mustangs started off the game with a 72-yard drive, took almost 6 minutes off the clock, and then it was a 14-yard Joaquin Aguilar run to make it 7-0. Of course, he kicked the extra point, but they did convert a 4th down on a 4-yard Crawford Maddox run. And then Devine drives, gets down to the 7, then the defense stiffens, and they get a turnover on downs. Mustangs would go 87 yards on that drive, and Doak Timmerman would punch it in from 1 yard out and make it 14-0. Then how about a pick six? C.J. Alexander took it 50 yards to the house. Extra point, or they went 2-point conversion by Doak Timmerman was good to make it 22-0, and then another C.J. Alexander interception before the half, and that ended the second half. So that's what the first half scoring looked like for your Mustangs. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll hear the Battle of the Cans, talk with Principal Hinson and Principal Burkhart right here on KBEY 103.9.
Presenting the award-winning 2025-2026 Marble Falls High School Starlet Dance Company. Starlet officers are Captain Lynette Statal, Senior Lieutenant Kaylee Woods, Junior Lieutenant Ariana Ruiz, Starlet of the Week is Addie Thomason, and Officer's Choice is Ariela Ramirez. Director of the Starlets is Miss Christy Gilpin. Tonight, the Starlets are doing a palm routine to Little Blue Thing.
Corazón, todo el mundo tiene la moneda. ¿De qué estaba sentada en la puta. ¿Qué tiene? Después no le toqué ahí. ¿Por qué? ¿Te hacen bullying o decirles algo? Si te hacen bullying, no. ¿Qué nos hacen nosotros? No sé, ya ella sí. No, güey, yo creo que ah, la conoces. Le digo a su mamá, güey. I can see people all over again. Si quieres saltar. No te creas, no.
If change is all you require, dwell not on the present or prior. Imagine a view where everything's new and make that your only desire. Ladies and gentlemen, performing the first three movements of their 2025 production, the Mustang Band.
into the population.
I told them no. I told RJ he's not allowed to because that's not big. Good job. No more. Take two.
No more. Hey, no adding or subtracting to the population, y'all.
Hey, like you can be talking like now. Yeah, we found his car.
Not fine.
It's KBEY 103.9. Ben Shields and Sam Whitley with you here at Mustang. Okay.
You counted down from 4 about 8 seconds ago, Roy. Okay. I was about to talk.
Ben Shields and Sam Whitley with you here at Mustang Stadium, and the Mustangs up 22-0, and so they've wrapped up the half, and now they get to come to the third quarter and see if they keep the momentum going. Again, it's definitely a lot of momentum for the Mustangs in that first half, Coach.
Yes, Mustangs right now are playing very good football. Not taking anything away from Devine. They've kind of been sporadic in what they're doing offensively. Haven't found something to hang the hat on yet. They've run a couple plays from the slot tee. They've gone to the shotgun formation, running the quarterback a few times. He's done some rollout passes, had some success with that, but again, has had 2 picks, one for a touchdown, one right there at the end of the first half, which close came back to run, had him another score on an interception.
All right, so it's going to be the Mustangs to kick off to begin this third quarter, kicking off left to right.
Well, I expect to have another pooch kick over here by between the 20 and the 30, and the 22 for Devine. Peyton Edwards, he's over here to field the ball.
All right, they're standing at about the 20-yard line. Ball teed up at the 40 for Joaquin Aguilar. And here we go, the second half about to get underway here.
And don't rule out an onside kick. I see Devine's actually set up for that. That onside kick we ran against Brackenridge.
He's going to do a pooch kick again, left side, and it just dies right there at the 28. And that is an art to be able to do that, to kick it and just have it stop.
I tell you what, you know, I don't know if that's just luck or an art right there, but that ball right there is twice it's hit and just dug in like a chip shot on the golf course.
Be first and 10.
All right, so first down and 10 for Devine, and with them being down 22-0, I don't see them going to that slot T that much, do you?
I don't know. I mean, you still have a lot of time left in the ball game. You know, no need to panic too quick. But based upon how much we've actually held the ball, after this very first series, there's an hour, then you can kind of determine how you have to play the rest of the game out.
All right, so Carter Brown's in the shotgun. Running back with him to his right, one receiver to the left on first down. And off up the middle. Makes a man miss to the 30 to the 31-yard line. Gain of 3 yards there.
It's on the carry.
Yeah, Owen Dalton made the tackle right there on his outside linebacker position. The running back bounced it to the outside, and Owen was right there to catch him.
Alejandro Ramirez, the first time he's had a carry, as he gets 3 yards there. And so 11:33 to go in this third quarter. Second down at 7 coming up. Two receivers to the right for Devine. Shotgun formation. They're going to be a fake handoff to Hall, and he tried to go somewhere. Does the quarterback, Carter Brown. He goes nowhere. Matter of fact, he's dropped for a 5-yard loss.
There was a lot of penetration by the defensive line of Marble Falls right there to get into the backfield really quick. As soon as that quarterback pulled the ball out, the running backs, we had guys in his face.
Jesus Rodriguez, the first man there for the Mustangs, and brings up a third down and 12 after that tackle for a loss. Back at the 26 of Devine. A minute off the clock here in the third quarter.
And you expect the quarterback to roll out probably to his right-hand side, that flood route again, or possibly throw a little screen out through the receiver.
He's got flood route outside. There you go. He's rolling right side, and it's caught at the 43 by Hall. First down, goes out of bounds at the 43. 17-yard pickup to Hall, and first down for Devine.
Yeah, we're going to have to get an outside linebacker to get in his face. The quarterback rolling out. We've got to see that coming and get an outside linebacker in his face, make him pull up. But that route has been successful for them for the most of this evening right here when they've been running it.
First down and 10 at the 44. Three receivers set for Devine. Hall, the running back, out of the motion of the backfield, and that leaves Carter Brown to call his own number, and he gets a first down as he goes up the middle into Mustang territory at the 43. And that'll be a 13-yard pickup.
So they took a page out of our playbook by motioning the running back out of the backfield and let the quarterback run up the middle.
Well, so far a good drive for Devine to start this second half down into Mustangs territory. Three receiver set, shotgun formation. Hall's the running back with Carter Brown, gives to Hall. And he stutter steps and waits, and he goes forward to the 40, gets 3 yards.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad first offensive play right there. He got 3 yards. Again, you want to stay on schedule. But defensively, well, again, we had a lot of black shirts running to the ball.
So second down at 7 now. Ball sits at the 40 of Marble Falls for Devine. Carter Brown, the QB, goes to the coach Gomez, to get the play on the Devine sideline. 9:15 and counting in the third. 22-0 Mustangs. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Ball back to the QB. Brown swings it out right side, has some room. The first down, the 30 to the 26-yard line, 14-yard gain, and a first down for the Warhorses.
Yeah, just a simple bubble route to the wide receiver. You don't have a defensive line or linebacker close to the scenario. The wide receiver is going to block the widest man, and kind of like the old toss sweep, so he gets it out the ball out in the backfield quicker.
Moses Contreras that time catching it on the swing pass. So first down and 10. And the shotgun, the QB has a man in motion. Gives it to Hall up the middle. He's got some room for a moment before he's bottled up after a yard pickup to the 24.
Yeah, just missed him. Our defensive end just missed him on tackling him in the backfield.
Second down and 9 after the yard pickup. Ball sits at the Mustang 24. 8:24 to go in the third quarter. Mustangs up 22-0. But Devine just outside the red zone.
And this one you can bend a little bit more, but just don't break.
So like the first drive when they did the bend but don't break thing.
Yep.
There's Hall up the middle, and he squirts across the 20 to the 19, 5-yard gain. And Devine's looking at a third down and 4 now, under 8 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, they're kind of keeping the ball right now between the tackles with the running back or the quarterback running the ball right now. Again, this is where we kind of fell apart last week. I think we're going to be okay in this game right now. I can imagine, again, seeing the quarterback roll out to the trip side and then trying to find an open receiver in that flood route again.
Third down and 4 at the 19 of Marble Falls. Carter Brown going to throw into
That's
the
a
end
pick.
zone, and it is
That's a pick.
intercepted again. That's going to be a hat trick for the Mustangs.
Interception by number 21.
I believe it's Lemon that time. Greg Lemon back there intercepted for the Mustangs. Good interception for the Mustangs defense, and that's going to be a touchback. And Lemon did a good job of reading that step in front of the pass.
He did. I think we're definitely running a lot more zone coverage in that scenario right there. And I'm not sure what the quarterback saw, but that route was covered up from the get-go.
All right, so the interception by the Mustangs again, their third one of the ball game. And that was in the end zone, and Greg Lemon coming up with a big play for the Mustangs. So first down and 10 for Marble Falls at the 20. 7:22 to go here in the third quarter. Mustangs lead 22-0. Crawford Maddox hands off to Diego Aguilar up the middle. He's got some room, and he's going to get 8 yards out to the 28-yard line. Second down and 2.
Yeah, again, that little water bug, he actually hit the hole hard and fast and kept moving. The first time he ran that play, he seemed like kind of hesitated a little bit. That was a lot of speed on that one.
Williams split to the right, Longbine split to the left. Diego Aguilar stays the running back with Crawford Maddox on second down and 2. Ball back to Maddox, handoff again. Aguilar up the middle, has a first down, then some.
There you go.
Out to the 37, that's a 9-yard gain.
Diego Aguilar.
That is good. It's about time for them to again, try to blow the top off of it. Hit an explosive play right here.
Working quickly to the line for the Mustangs. Maddox in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right. Maddox with Aguilar to his right.
Give him protection.
Again to Diego. Patiently finds a hole. Right side has the first down to the 47. Another 10-yard pickup for Diego Aguilar.
Tackle by number 6. Michael
He's just a
Rodriguez.
freshman. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Yeah, he is. He's definitely a good backup running back to have.
All right, so they're going to go empty here, Coach. 5 receivers set on first down and 10 at the Mustang 48. Puts Diego in motion to the right.
They ran this play early, coming back.
He's got a pocket. He's going to tuck and run. He's got some room, and he's going to slide. And he gets hit. No flag called. He's going to be just shy of the first down.
Yeah,
It'll be second down and 1.
9-yard gain. Second and
that was one of those bang plays. You did slide, but the guy was in the process of making the tackle. At the high school level, we're not going to throw a flag on that. College level, might throw a flag and go back and look at it because you got that instant replay opportunity. But high school, you don't have it, and of course, officials do not want to be throwing kids out of the ball game, making a bad call, making a mistake.
Empty backfield again. Diego in motion to the left. There's Crawford Maddox running up the middle again. Crosses the 40 to the 37. He's used his feet quite a bit tonight. Gets 6 yards and second down and 4.
He has on that last scramble that he had. Had he had about another second in the pocket, he was having a receiver open up across the field. But it was a good run. You know, he was starting to feel a little pressure. Got a little happy feet, took off running, made a good run out of it.
Mustangs driving. Ball at the Devine 37. First down and 10. 3 receivers set. 2 backs in the backfield. And that's going to be Diego Aguilar. Crosses the 35 to the 34-yard line. 3-yard gain. Second down and 7.
I really do like seeing 2 backs in that backfield right there. Doak and whichever Aguilar is in the backfield with him, that's a double threat.
Looks like they're going to stick with that formation again with Doak Timmerman and Diego Aguilar, the running backs, with the QB Crawford Maddox. Gonna have a receiver to the left and 2 to the right. 4:42 to go in the third quarter. Mustangs up 22-0. Again, Aguilar and Timmerman are the running backs. There's Diego looking for the left edge, turns upfield, and he's hit at the 30-yard line, gets a 4-yard pickup. We'll say the 31-yard line, so 3-yard gain.
Good job by their safety coming out of the sky and making the play just a few yards upfield. Seems like the coach over there is upset about something.
3rd down and 4. Mustangs working quickly again with 2 backs in the backfield. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for the Mustangs. Doak Timmerman and Diego Aguilar, the running backs, with Maddox in the shotgun on 3rd down. Maddox has the shotgun snap. Handoff, Diego up the middle. Breaks a tackle, has a first down to 20. He's at the 15, the 10, the 5 goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And that is going to be 26 yards, Diego Aguilar.
The receiver on the left-hand side looks like it might be Ortiz or either, I can't get the number.
Logmine is the receiver out wide to the left.
He had a great block on the cornerback up top. No hold, was in his face, allowing Diego to get outside of him.
1st down and goal at the 5 for the Mustangs. 2 receivers, 2 backs in the backfield. That's Timmerman and Diego Aguilar. There's fake handoff to Diego, and Crawford Maddox takes it himself into the end zone. Touchdown, Crawford Maddox, and the Mustangs extend their lead 28-0. That was an 80-yard drive.
And a quick 80-yard drive at that. That was a good play right there. Offensive line did a great job. Maddox pretty much ran in the end zone without anybody touching. Linebackers did flow with the fake a little bit, but the offensive line did a great job with the defensive line up front.
All right, so the 80-yard drive, and then Maddox runs it in from 5 yards out. And here comes the Joaquin Aguilar extra point try out of the hold of Doak Timmerman's hold. And it is good. Mustangs up 29-0. Back after this on KBEY 103.9. .326 to go here in this third quarter. Mustangs up 29-0. And another nice 80-yard drive. And mainly on the ground again.
Exactly. I thought it was a very good drive by the Mustangs. No penalties, which is very positive. They had started out with I believe a pass at the beginning and kept the ball moving with Diego and Aguilar. We missed a tackle right there.
All right, so the kick return out to about the 40-yard line, and that'll give Devine good field position here on their second drive of the second half.
That's the one thing. I mean, it's true in all kickoffs, but when you don't make the tackle on a pooch kick, again, just a couple more yards, and they've got great field position.
1st and 10, Warhorses from their own 40.
All right, 1st down and 10 for the Warhorses. 3:19 to go in the third quarter. Mustangs in front, 29-0 now.
Now, with this much time left in the ball game now, the Warhorses are going to have to start putting some pressure. They're going to have to throw a lot more passes than run the ball now.
Carter Brown hands off up the middle. That's Hall. And he will get about 5 yards to the 45-yard line. 46 they'll give him. So a 6-yard gain.
I can see them doing a lot more rollouts at this point right here. more screen passes. The defense have now just got to play good, solid, fundamental football and not get lured and fall asleep.
2nd down and 4. 3 receivers for the Devine War Horses. There's Hall again. Tried to turn a field slip, and he's going to get maybe 2 yards to the 48-yard line. And so 3rd down and 2 coming up for Devine.
Gain of 3 is 3rd and 2.
2:25 and counting. 3rd down and 2 coming up. Mustangs would love to pitch the shutout.
It would be nice. I've noticed that tonight you see Aguilar playing a lot more defensive back. Doak is obviously playing a lot more offense, but he just came back in the game on defense. So they're giving him a break on offense.
3rd and 2. Again, handoff. Hall spun out of a tackle. Then he was hit hard at the line of scrimmage, and that was Moran. Oh, check that out.
Jameer Garcia.
Yeah, Jameer Garcia hit him hard as he spun out of one tackle, and there was Jameer Garcia to meet him, and he hit him hard. It's 4th down and 2.
All right, they're either going to punt or they're going to the slot T. I'm not sure which one they're going to do.
I think they're going slot T here.
I think so too, but remember last time they come out slot T and threw a pass.
Yeah, they threw it down the seam.
Yep, so we got to make sure we pay attention.
Here they are on the slot T. Tosses it, Hall. Hall spins at 1st down. Then he's got some in the Mustang territory down to the 43. And that'll be a 9-yard gain.
Now they ran the ball like a normal slot T does, where they run up and snap the ball pretty quick. At least they all got set. Didn't have 11 man in motion when the ball was snapped.
1:05 to go. In the 3rd quarter, Mustangs up 29-0. As a defensive-minded coach like yourself, I mean, the pride to get a shutout is always there, right?
Oh, it is. I mean, you want to get. Oh, we jumped off.
Double reverse. It's going to be Hall. Hall takes it forward to about the 49-yard line. So they gave it to the wing back, and then Hall came back around and gave it to him, and it was a free play. So I imagine they'll accept the penalty, 5 yards.
I would think so. Only got 4 on the run. Yeah, the pride in getting a shutout. Sometimes it keeps you from putting lesser players in the game, 2nd string in the game. That's valuable playing time for some of those 2nd stringers. They practice hard. They need a chance to get into the ball game. But it is so nice to have a shutout. It really is.
All right, so 29-0 Mustangs, a 2nd down and 5. A 1st down and 5, excuse me, at the 38. The throw is going to be Carter Brown. He's looking, fires downfield, and almost intercepted again. Incomplete. He just threw it pretty much to nowhere, where there was only just black jerseys there, and the Mustangs almost had interception number 4.
That would have been a great play. Again, our defense right now looks like we're playing a lot more zone coverage. That was a good adjustment by, I believe, Greg Lemon up top there when the motion man came out of the backfield, lined up wide. He definitely looked back at the safety to make sure he had him covered behind him.
That was Thompson who almost had the interception, by the way.
Yep.
2nd down and 5, 9 seconds to go in the 3rd. Handoff to Hall. Enoch Hall cuts out to his left. Has a 1st down to 25-20, where he's ridden out of bounds near the 11-yard line. And that'll be a 35-yard gain. Thompson wraps him up to bring him down at the 10.
Yeah, our defensive back definitely went too far inside, and running back got outside. You know, your defense, a defensive back, cornerback, though, it might be an old job responsibility, but do not let the man get outside of you unless you're pushing him out of bounds.
All right, so it'll be 1st down and goal at the 10 for Devine when we come back as we go to the 4th. Mustangs lead 29-0 on KBEY 103.9. Fourth quarter begins. Mustangs lead 29-0. Devine first down and goal at the 10. Carter Brown has the shotgun snap. Handoff Hall. He's wrapped up and dropped for a yard loss.
On the carry.
Get a Byfield there for the Mustangs.
Greg Lemon and Caleb Byfield.
We got a cramp, looks like.
Yeah, I think it looked a little cramp there.
Yep.
Stretch it out. All right, so Burnet's leading San Angelo Lakeview 39-29 late in the fourth. Atlanta defeats Florence 58-7.
I guess they stopped at the first half and put all their second stringers in. Atlanta has a good team. They impressed me over here a couple of weeks ago when they played us. Smaller school, but very, very competitive, that's for sure.
Definitely have a program, and Matt Green, been there 10 years now.
Have a pretty good quarterback who could definitely run the ball.
So second down and goal at the 11. Who called the tire? I guess no. Sorry, we had the injury timeout on the field.
Yep.
How quickly I forget.
All right, we got second and 11.
Second down and goal at the 11.
All right.
Three receivers set. Run it back to the right of the QB. Give it to Hall up the middle. And he's going to take a pile to the 8-yard line. That's a 3-yard gain.
Again, they had 8 guys in there on the tackle right there around the ball. All linebackers, all defensive line. Had 3 secondary guys playing patty cake with the receivers out here.
They're down and goal at the 8 for the Devine Warhorses. 11-14 and counting. Inside the 10-yard line.
Need to have a spy on the quarterback.
2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Carter Brown puts a man in motion on the left. Going to give it to him on the jet sweep. He's trying to find the corner, and he's hit hard at the 4. So he gets 4 yards. It'll be 4th down and goal at the 4 as he's ridden out of bounds. Contreras with the carry that time, and the Mustangs made sure that he did not get that corner to the end zone.
Did a good job of stringing that play out wide and then pursuing from the inside out. Big play for the Mustangs right here. Again, won that shutout. This is a big time to get it done and take all the air out of Devine right now.
4th down and goal at the 4. 10:53 to go on the ball game. 3 receivers for Devine. Hall's in motion out of the backfield, and Carter's Brown got to call his own number, and he's wrapped up. He's wrapped up at the 4. He goes nowhere, and it's going to be a turnover on downs forced by the Mustangs defense.
Again, they motioned the running back out of the backfield, ran the quarterback. I think we've done it 3 or 4 times. They've done it a couple of times now, and again, you know, defensive. You can surprise them once or twice with it, but by the time the 3rd time, if they can't stop it, something's wrong with the defense. Right now, they made a great job of staying home and doing their job.
Branson Bunning, one of the Mustangs there to make sure he was brought down, and Mustangs still pitching the shutout with 10:48 to go in the ball game. So we'll see Crawford Maddox still out there, pistol formation. Diego Aguilar's the running back. They'll give it to Diego. He's got some room. The 10, the 15 has the first down out to about the 20-yard line, and he will go 15 yards on the carry.
Well, that's a good job. This gives you a lot of breathing room right now from snapping the ball at the 4-yard line. Must have been a dead ball somewhere.
Delay a game? Is that what it was?
No, I don't think so. Not delay a game because the back judge didn't throw the flag.
Oh, okay. False start.
No.
A holding?
Yeah, had to be a holding from where he marked it off at, because he marked it off from the 10, so I guess somebody was holding at the 10-yard line, and they have to just to the goal line.
All right. So 1st down and 9 after the holding penalty called against the Mustangs. 10:27 and counting in the ball game. Mustangs lead 29-0. Pistol formation again. Maddox has the snap, gives to Diego. And Diego fits through a seam, gets to the 9-yard line, 4-yard gain. So 2nd down and 5 coming up for the Mustangs.
4-yard gain. Brought down by number 7.
Got to be under 10 minutes to go in the ball game.
A 10-minute drive, 90 more yards, be nice.
Yeah,
Second and
So,
that'd be the ball game pretty much.
exactly.
Mustangs with one wide out to the right and one to the left on 2nd down and 5.
So if they fake it and throw a quick slant.
Crawford Maddox has the snap.
Oh, he wanted to.
Rolls right, he slips, and he's going to go down. He'll actually be dropped for a loss
Yeah.
at the 7.
I don't know if they had a mistake in the read upstairs, up top. The receiver ran a fly route, like Maddox wanted to throw a quick slant. But it wasn't open. I'm glad he just didn't throw the ball for grabs and see what would happen.
3rd down and 7. One of the few times he's been tackled for a loss tonight.
Yep. We got Aguilar and Timmerman back in the backfield again.
Doak Timmerman checks in.
And it looks like Byfield also checked in to tight end, so we got a definitely heavy set.
Should call a power formation here for the Mustangs on 3rd down and 7. Gonna fake the handoff, rolls left. He's in trouble in the end zone, gets rid of it. Byfield, the intended receiver, incomplete. And
Yeah.
if he had a little bit more time, could have completed it, but he felt pressure at the goal line to get rid of it. And it was underthrown to Byfield because of that. It's incomplete. 4th down and 7, and the Mustangs have to punt.
Looks like we had
brings up
one of the running backs went in the wrong direction. I'm not sure which because it looked kind of ugly back there for a moment.
Yeah, there was
But they're definitely trying to leak Byfield out.
the lineman coming in unabated and almost got to Maddox near the goal line, and that's why it was an underthrow to Byfield.
All right, get it off.
Here's the punt. There was pressure. He gets it off, end over end. At the 40
Cover.
of Marble Falls, the Vines have great field position.
coverage.
And then he's hit at the 35-yard line. That was a hard hit.
Yep.
Yes, Hotel on the return. Brought down with number 9, Branson Bunny.
That was a good job of getting the ball off in the end zone right there. He had pressure on him, like you said, and good coverage downfield. I know the Devine has a short field to work with right here, but they don't have a lot of time to work anymore, and they've got to put 4 touchdowns up pretty quick.
That was Blaze Desrotel with the return. And he took a hit at the 35-yard line of Marble Falls. 8:44 here left in the ball game. Mustangs up 29-0.
Secondary guys have got to keep everything in front of them now. We cannot have any quick scores.
35-yard line.
8:44 to go in the ball game. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers. Carter Brown. He's got it, hands off to Hall. He's hit hard and he slung back after about a couple yards on the carry.
Again, the inside linebackers staying at home and reading what they see up front, not making any predictions of what they think is going to happen.
Christian Cervantes Mauricio filled the hole that time for the Mustangs. After the 2-yard gain, it's 2nd down and 8. Devine can have 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
They got 3 up top, and they're going to roll out that way.
Shotgun formation.
There we go.
Yeah, there he goes. Carter Brown rolling out and has a receiver, turns upfield, 1st down near the 22-yard line. And then stash of Mustangs will bring him down. Michael Rodriguez with the catch. And he will get to the 22, so an 11-yard pickup.
First down to 5.
That was a good route, good pass, but also a good job by the Mustangs. You don't want to give up the long pass. You don't want to give up the quick touchdown. You know, you can let them move the ball down the field, and that's fine. All right, same formation right here for running the roll out this way.
Under 8 to go. It's going to be a screen pass, left side receiver screen, and he's wrapped up at the 20.
Great
Just
defense.
a 2-yard gain. Yeah, Mustangs were all over that time.
There's 7 black shirts in the area. They are reading what they see. That is good.
Caleb Oropeza with the catch. And that time did not have anywhere to go. He was wrapped up by Branson Bunning and the Mustangs at the 20-yard line. 7:17 and counting in the ball game.
Haven't really seen any pressure right now. Looks like they're just playing a base defensive front right here. Just keep the middle of the field clear without slot back.
4 receivers set. Hitch pass, right side. Has some room, the 15. He cut back, jump step to the 10, the 5, he's in, touchdown. Nice moves after the catch.
It was. That was another screen. They had 5 linemen out in front of him, and he just, the lineman really didn't block anybody, but the running back was able to have a quick shifty move right there to get open to the back to the sideline.
Rowdy Esparza had a couple jump backs to get away from defenders, and then he finds the end zone, and Devine on the scoreboard. 29-6, 6:54 to go in the ball game. About 15 yards there.
It is. At least they made him snap it a few times. You don't want him to score it all, but make them work for it. Don't give it to him. And we got a block, I think.
And it's no good. The extra point is no good. I believe it was tipped.
Yep.
So it'll be 29-6. PAT is blocked, and it's no good. And so the Mustangs lead 29-6. We'll keep it here.
Mustangs 29, Devine 6.
6:54 to go in the ball game.
So now you obviously got to expect an onside kick. If Devine's going to try to win this ball game, they've got to get the ball back right now. So make sure you got your hands team ready. Everybody's paying attention up front.
All right, so 6:54 to go. Mustangs see the Warhorses able to punch in. They worked with the short field, 35 yards that time.
Yep.
So as you mentioned, probably onside kick time here.
Exactly. And our coaches are out there definitely coaching it up right now. Making sure everybody is expecting.
6:54 to go in the ball game. 29-6 our score. And return man back at about the 12-yard line. CJ Alexander for the Mustangs.
The last kickoff, it landed about the 20-yard line and gave him a perfect hop to catch.
Deep for the Mustangs.
So we'll see how far this ball goes.
Here's the kick.
Yep.
Returnable CJ Alexander at the 23 goes ahead to the
He's got
30,
a hole.
cuts to his left. The 35, the 40, CJ to the 42-yard line.
C.J. Alexander.
A 20-yard return for CJ, who has a pick six in the ball game tonight.
27, Carlos Talamantes.
Well, this is a good time to keep it on the ground now. Just run the clock out. Get a good sustained drive. See if they go back with Diego in the backfield. They've started. Yep, Diego's back there.
First down and 10.
Quarterback.
You call his own number to about the
Crawford Maddox on the play.
44, 2-yard gain.
Brought down by several war horses.
Second down and 8 now.
2-yard gain. Second and 8.
Crawford Maddox still in there for the Mustangs. Mustangs lead 29-6.
No rush at all.
Second down and 8 upcoming. Diego's to the left of his QB Maddox. Three receivers from Marble Falls, low snap. Maddox throws out to Coleman. Turns upfield at the 50, and he's going to be just shy of the first down. Well, actually, he did the 48, got the 48, and I think that's going to be good enough to move the chains. They will. So 8 yards to Coleman, who did a good job to turn upfield to pick up that first down.
Good for a Mustang.
Again,
First down.
I'm impressed with what we're doing with that particular route. That cornerback has a tendency to bail real quick, and we're throwing what they're giving to us. Not trying to force it down the field. It's a good, solid, just a good shot, short play to run.
Diego to the left of Maddox on first down. Handoff, no, he fakes the handoff, and Maddox takes it himself. There's a flag because he got the face mask of Maddox to the defender for Devine, so that'll be a 15-yard penalty, and that'll put the ball at the 35 for Marble Falls after the face mask.
Yeah, it definitely looked like he grabbed hold to it. Like it was more accident than anything, but tough break.
All right, so that'll take the ball to the Devine 33-yard line with 5:33 to go. Line judge saw that at that time from the Marble Falls sideline.
That was a good call by him.
All right, so they'll mark off the yardage here. And take it to the,
It's like 35.
about the 30,
Come on now.
33, isn't it? One
Put
at the,
down.
okay, 34-yard line.
All right, there we go.
Mark it between the 34 and the 33. The first down and 10 at the Devine 33-yard line. Maddox in the shotgun. Low snap. Swings it out right side. Makachek
Good
has
catch.
it at the 30-yard line.
That was a dangerous play right there, but a good catch.
4-yard pickup for Makachek. We'll say, we'll say 4 yards to the 29. 5:07 left in this ball game. 29-6 Mustangs. 2 receivers to the left for Marble Falls, 1 to the right. Diego's going to be the running back here on this play again. To the left of his QB Maddox.
Diego's getting a lot of good work tonight.
He definitely has a lot of reps for Diego. Maddox to throw. Here's pressure backside, trying to run away. He does get away, and he's going to pick up some yardage to the 25. He felt the pressure, so he stepped up. And he ends up getting about 4 yards there. Or 3 yards to the 26.
Yeah, if he would have had another 2 seconds, number 6 ran a double move down here at the bottom. He was going to have a chance to throw up for grab balls into the end zone.
3rd down and 3 for the Mustangs as the ball sits at the Devine 26. So 3rd down and 3. Diego's to the right of his QB Maddox. 2 receivers to the right for Marble Falls, 1 to the left. Diego up the middle as the first down, breaks a tackle at the 20 into the red zone, and he's to the 17. 8-yard gain for Diego and a first down for the Mustangs.
That was good hard running there. He got the first down pretty quick, but he got about another 7 yards, 8 yards by just being a tough runner.
3:51 and counting here in the ball game.
He definitely does not play like a freshman.
He does not. He is quite the runner. He just, the way he goes north and south, and no hesitation.
Yep.
Such a hard runner. 3:35 to go. 29-6 Mustangs. 3 receivers from Marble Falls on a fresh set of downs. Maddox has a shotgun snap, wants to throw, fired for the end zone, and it is caught. Touchdown Mustangs. That's going to be Williams, Jace Williams with the catch, 17 yards.
I mean, that was a slant and go or a sluggo route.
He was wide open.
He was. The defensive back bit on the slant route, and then Chase just turned it upfield and had a wide open shot, a little short post route.
Maddox to Williams, 17 yards, and the Mustangs make it 35-6. Here comes the extra point try now off the foot of Joaquin Aguilar. 3:21 to go in the ball game. Snap is good, hold is good off the foot of Aguilar, and it's good. 36-6 Mustangs.
We'll take about 3 minutes off the clock right there.
All right, just 3:21 left in the ball game. Back after this on KBEY 103.9.
The kick for the Mustangs.
All right.
36-6 here for the Mustangs. 3:21 left in the ball game. Ball teed up at the 40.
See if we're going to try to kick one deep here as they fill that last pooch kick. Still staying with the poochy pooch. Come on,
Pooch
make
at
a
the
tackle
23.
here.
He's being patient. He's at the 30,
We've got it strung out.
trying to find the edge,
Yeah.
but it's, as you said,
They
strung
gonna
out.
call-
Ball loose,
they-
but the
they-
whistle blew.
Yeah, they called
They
it
blew the
down.
whistle.
That one's going to return.
And they probably should have.
Yeah,
He's losing
forward
ground now.
progress will stop.
Yep.
3:08 to go here in the ball game.
Oh,
36 to
Dalton
6.
under Devine
It's
against
like they're
first
putting a
and
few
10.
young people in on defense. Just keep the ball in front of you.
Ball will be spotted at the
Big old Bryson Brenner's probably going in nose guard right now.
All right, so 3:08 to go. Devine, let's see if they're just content to just run the clock out here, if they're actually going to try to see if they can get some more points. Go shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left.
Oh, Bryson, come on, hold on.
Carter Brown, swing pass out to the
That's
right.
Same
The
pass.
40, and then he's hit hard right at the 40, so 7-yard gain.
Carter Brown's pass.
That time it was Esparza
Ronnie Esparza.
who scored the touchdown earlier, the only touchdown for Devine. He gets 7 yards there.
You know, that was the exact same play they scored a touchdown on, the little screen out.
2:44 and counting, 2nd down and 3.
7-yard gain, 2nd and 3.
So Devine not too much of a hurry. They're just huddling up, and now they break the huddle.
Yes, it's hard to score 4 touchdowns in 2 minutes.
Trips right side, 1 receiver to the left.
We got a free play here, though.
He's looking to throw, going to throw down the left sideline. It's caught and hit hard as
Good
immediately
tackle.
at the
Open field.
47 of Marble Falls.
The nose guard jumped off sides again.
Be a gain of about
Complete to number
20
14,
yards
ball
there.
Tackled by number 12, C.J. Alexander.
2:14 to go, so they'll decline the penalty and they'll take the catch to the 46 of Marble Falls. Clock stops with 2:14 to go. They'll go ahead and move the chains here. All right, so I'm not sure if they'll get a snap off here before the 2-minute timeout. Hey, I finally remembered the 2-minute timeout.
I noticed
there.
that. I just glanced my eyes over to see what time it was going to be.
All right. Did they get the snap off?
They did.
do, just in time. Looking to throw downfield, and it's behind the receiver, Esparza, and he can't haul it in.
Carter Brown's
All right,
pass.
so we got the 2-minute timeout at 1:53.
All right, so stops the clock at 1:53, the 2-minute timeout. 36 to 6 is our score. Mustangs lead. Just less than a couple minutes away before they get their 3rd victory of the season. We're back after this on KBEY 103.9. Second down and 10 as we come out of the 2-minute timeout. Second down and 10, the Mustang 46 for Devine. 1:53 left of the ball game. Mustangs lead 36 to 6. Carter Brown looking to throw downfield as a man. It's caught at the 15. He's at the 5. Touchdown as he outraces the defender. 46 yards. And
Carter
the
Brown
Warhorses
has
strike
the penalty
again.
foul.
Ena call that time, made the catch in stride. 46 yards. And it's now 36 to 12. 1:42 left in the ball game.
And I think our safety had his eyes in the backfield just a little bit too long. The widest receiver did one step and come back like he was going to run the screen, and the inside receiver just took off down the field on the post, pretended like he was going to block, and went off.
They're going for 2 here, it looks like.
Yep.
1:42 to go. 4 wideouts. Carter Brown of the shotgun.
Yep.
Rolls
Wow,
right
this
to
way.
throw. He's looking. And in front, behind the pylon, he got it.
He got it.
Esparza with a 2-point catch. And it's now 36-14, 1:42 to go.
142
So
to go
2
for
late
the fourth
drives
quarter.
for Devine.
Mustangs 36, War
They
Horses
get 14 points.
So I'm sure this time they are going to onside kick if they have any chance at all.
So it's been 2 big passes for the touchdowns. That was a 46-yard pass. That time the kid, nice throw by Carter Brown.
It was.
Yeah. Hit his receiver in stride.
Exactly. Receiver actually made a good move after the catch, even though they had been trailed. He cut to lose his defender.
1:42 left in the ball game.
Sergio
And
Diaz
Devine has 2
kick
timeouts
for the
remaining.
War Horses.
See the onside kick they decide to do here.
Yeah, we've definitely set up for the onside kick here. One more person back. CJ back, I think.
C.J. Alexander deep to receive for the
Yeah,
Mustangs.
CJ stands at the 21-yard line for Marble Falls. Here's the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. See if the
Like his-
onside kick is coming up.
It's like he's heading toward his sideline with it.
And it's going to be a pooch kick. CJ Alexander. Ooh, it's off of CJ, and he's
That's
got
all
to
he
jump
gotta
up
do.
the 33, hit off his legs. But he's able to hop on it at the 33-yard line with 1:35 to go.
C.J. Alexander fielding the kick for the Mustangs.
I'm surprised we never saw an onside kick from them.
I am too. Maybe don't have that in their repertoire yet.
Still got to work on it, maybe.
Exactly, because I mean we're definitely set up for it.
All right, 1:32 on the clock. 36-14, Marble Falls.
Their own 33-yard line.
Nice to see our student group out here all dressed in red and having
Yeah.
a little celebration time.
And still into it
Exactly.
with 1.5 to go.
But we have the drum line out there just banging on those drums.
All right, so 36-14, Marble Falls. Swing pass out wide to the left, that's Coleman. We had to behave ourselves with the officials because we had Brian Jones as supervisor line for the officials. He was in the booth with us.
Yeah, now we can talk about it now.
All right, so 1:15 to go.
They're not going to stop the clock, so snap it
Nope.
one more time, 2 more times, and that's it.
Second down and 5. Maybe just 1 or 2 more snaps here.
Yep.
And a nice night for the Mustangs, 36-14. Hand off Diego. Bounces out of a tackle.
All right.
Spun down for no gain.
Diego Aguilar on the carry.
I'd snap it
And
twice.
Brought
Yeah.
down by 27, Carlos Talavante.
One more snap here, and that'll be the ball game. So to get a win like this, 36-14, you're going to surpass last year's win total. You got Burnett coming up next week, and I know that's a game you know that you can go on the road and get.
It is. You know, this right here is a confidence booster, a morale booster as well. I mean, you know, when you're losing ball games, it's tough to come out and practice. And with this right here, you know, we're 500 now, 3-3. And again, going into the first district game, where you've got to be up for the game, you got to be mentally prepared, obviously physically prepared, but it makes for the week to go a lot better for you when you've just got a win underneath your belt and preparing for the next game.
All right, so they took the last snap in the knee, and that's the ball game. And the Mustangs go to 3-3. Devine goes to 1-5, and the Mustangs win 36-14, as they will have the Burnett Bulldogs next week. All right, Coach, so we'll wrap it up coming up after this on KBEY 103.9. Bunch of happy Mustangs out there this evening in front of the band doing the fight song. And Mustangs victorious 36-14. So from the get-go, jumped out offensively, put that long drive together. Defense got to stop, put together another long drive, had the pick six. Second half came out here, started off hot defensively, get a couple scores offensively. Just a good night for the Mustangs all around.
It is. Defensively, I thought we played very well. We had a fourth down stop at the 13-yard line in the first half. We had a fourth down stop at the 4-yard line in the second half. So the defense definitely showed up, played a lot more zone coverage. Again, saw a lot more of Hakeem Aguilar on the defensive side of the ball, and his brother playing a little bit more on the offensive side of the ball. Good seeing Doak and Aguilar in the backfield together. I thought it was pretty much a complete game. Again, still missing that deep ball, that explosiveness. We had one dropped. We did hit another one a little bit later on in the game. Definitely some momentum we can take into this upcoming week as we get prepared for the Bulldogs.
All right, the Bulldogs, they're leading Lakeview late in the fourth quarter, 46-36. So that game, a big shootout there in San Angelo, and for Burnett, they've been struggling offensively, and so they're having an offensive outburst this evening in San Angelo, and look forward to seeing that game next week. I think it's going to be a good one, and the Mustangs certainly will have some confidence going into that ball game.
It is, and again, like I said, this game right here, it's going to prepare you more so mentally, where during the week you're focused a little bit more because you do have a chance to continue to have a winning season. Right now we're at 3-3 at 500 ball, as you've already mentioned. We've already improved from last year by one game, and again, just step by step, inch by inch sometime to continue to be better, to improve.
All right, so 3-3 for the Marble Falls Mustangs, and they'll head to Burnett next week for the Burnett County Showdown. And Coach Timmerman chatting with his guys, and they're about to break up and go back in the locker room and celebrate this win for 24 hours. I think that's always a coach's rule, 24 hours, and then on to the next one.
It is, especially for, well, I don't know if when I coached, it seemed like as I walked off the field, my brain was already to the next game.
Yeah.
But yeah, you need to enjoy the victories that you get, celebrate them, and not put too much pressure on yourself too early.
All right, so the Mustangs are victorious 36-14. I want to thank our sponsors for bringing you Mustangs football: First United Bank, Hill Country Collision, IBC Bank, Lakeshore Church, and Ewald Kubota. And again, a bunch of happy Mustangs out there this evening. So it's a final 36-14 again. Coach Sam Whitley, thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, great time.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to drive 2 hours home.
Yeah. You're right here in your hometown.
Exactly.
So.
2 minutes.
And plus you have a nice press box too.
It is.
See?
Nice AC.
Nice and cushy up here.
Exactly.
All right, big thanks to Roy Lennick back at the studios, our producer engineer, and Jose Mesa. Thank you so much. Did a great job on the camera. You can go back and watch this victory. Just go to the dailytrib.com YouTube page, and you'll be able to watch this ball game on there. Again, that's on the Daily Trib YouTube page if you want to go back and watch this ball game. The victory for the Mustangs at 36-14. Until next week in Burnett, have a good one. It's KBEY 103.9. Thanks, Roy. Talk to you later, man.
Roy, you have a good week, my friend.